I don't know how long ago that was. I can't keep track of time. I think my spinach went down there on the wrong throat.
Did you say Don?
Yeah, that's cool. And Sean was up for CFO of the year.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Was awesome.
Yeah.
I wanted to
I know. I know.
Well, after the first one, you could tell whoever they said last.
Yes,
That was going to be the winner.
exactly.
So when it was Sean's, I'm like,
Exactly. No, and I think that it's almost a rite of passage. You have to be in there a few times before you start winning the awards.
really?
And yeah,
Have you been to
I'm
that thing
sure.
before?
I've been to some of the awards shows before. So yeah, to be a newbie and to win, even like your category is kind of a big deal. And who knows what they're even judging.
I think there's a really good chance, being that like, he does the books, both for the U.S. and the U.K. And like, how many other small businesses
Interesting.
have,
Yeah.
a CFO that does?
I don't know. So,
But
well, if nothing else, I've got the company on the radar of the TPBJ because I've been trying to get them to notice and like get Rob in the executive files and stuff like that. So like once they see your financials, that's gonna be like,
we were in the.
yeah.
Didn't they do the fastest 50 last year?
Mhm.
We got that.
yeah. You start getting like these kind of things and they're taking a closer look. And anytime you can get like the financials in front of them, I think that's important
Yeah.
because that's just like fact based. That's not all just marketing hoopla.
Right.
Are you ready? All right, what are we doing here?
Okay. No, we don't even need yours.
Drop
Just
mic.
Sit back and relax.
In fact, you can sit here.
All right. Are you gonna sit here?
I can sit anywhere you want. I'm so
Fine,
happy
you sit right
sit
here at the head of the table.
I'm happy here. Everything's working. I'm
Okay.
hesitant to bump
You
it.
don't
No, you're
'cause
right.
I
Let's
don't want to
not
bump this or
let's
anything
not rock
like
the
that.
boat for sure.
So, see, I have a little antenna there. I don't want to even remove that for now because everything's working.
I would come closer, but this is my assumption.
I know. That's your
Assume?
spot. Yeah.
You know what happens when you assume? You make an ass of you and me. So it happens. I mean, it's just the way it's spelled.
I
think
know.
about- yeah. Okay. So.
So welcome KPI11.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy to be here and meet all these lovely people.
Yes, I'm gonna bitch text people right now.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's
I'll have.
gotta be. It's almost quarter after.
I know. That's
Yeah. Okay.
ridiculous.
Well, I propose that we start, and
Yep.
sorry for the others. So, okay. So if everybody puts their phones on silent, I have done that. I don't know if Jody has. Mine is on silent. Everybody's
I'm
on
doing
silent.
it right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that's the next thing we have. Is phones on silent.
If you're gonna sit there, I'm gonna do this.
Okay. Oh, did we start the recording?
Yes, I see the little green light on.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Okay, so we want to have big and little wins for the week.
Oh, we just did that.
Okay.
We did. I was
covered-
jumping ahead.
Okay. Because I actually wanted to make a comment here. So, as everybody knows, I read probably 3 books a week. So I just had to empty my pack because I had so many books in there. Because this week for the mastermind group, we did Top Grading by Bradford D. Smart, and I summarized the book for everybody, and I had all these other books. And I bought a lot of books at the book signing.
Yep.
And if you tell Rob this, I will deny it. So the one thing that I will tell you is I've read quite a few of the books by KPI members, not his class, not my class, collectively, because I buy a lot of books. Rob's book is the bomb.
Really?
It's
I
one
did
of
a
the
lot.
best examples. Have you read his book?
Ooh.
Please do.
I've
Okay.
I've scrolled through it real fast so I could write a review.
So here's what I like about it. It's extremely well written. It's so well written. It's like a Robert B. Parker book. I mean, it's that good. So I see a huge difference in quality, and I don't know if everybody needs to hear this, but compared to the services that I've used, with Morgan
Oh, the
James.
publishing company, you mean?
Morgan James is awesome. I thought the quality, everything, the choice of words, the organization, the sentence, the grammar, the spelling, everything was first class.
Oh, good.
Why would
So-
you
That
deny
makes me
saying
want
that?
to cry.
Yeah.
Because I've read other books that
Oh, I see.
I was
Not impressed with.
laughing through. Some of them. One of them actually. Yeah. Okay. But
You were like, how did this get different?
I would have stopped them, and not had them do it because but Rob's book is such a cut above that I think it's one of the best examples of an exceptional example.
Thank
You
you.
should write him a
But I
review
can't tell
on
him. You don't
Amazon.
want me to tell him that?
No, it's hassle. You don't have to tell him. Is he going to get a copy of this video?
No.
Okay, good. And the heck
Think you
with
take
it.
the time to watch it anyway? No.
Okay.
You made it. You're not nearly as late as everybody else.
Oh.
I know, and Jennifer
It
called.
wasn't bad traffic at all.
No.
The contract negotiations that were.
Jennifer
far
called
too
and let us
long,
know, so
huh?
thank you. But your girl Jennifer called.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah. She's good.
You know what? I just noticed I lost the notes. I'm getting the next slide, but I'm not getting the notes.
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, weird, yeah.
Yeah, so that's weird. So it's
Can
good
I
we can
pull
get
it up on
those.
mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. So we're just going over the big wins that we've had, and one of the things we're talking about is some of the books, and I just gave a review of Rob Hessel's book, Safe City, and I'm not sure if you bought a copy, but they're available on Amazon. His book is one of the best examples of a fantastic example out of any of the books I've read from any of the members of KPI, or even I would go so far as the books that you buy at Barnes & Noble or you buy on Amazon. It's absolutely positively of that quality.
Wow.
You know, you'd think Rob wasn't a corpsman in the Navy. You'd think he was a actual writer. I mean, it's well researched.
Did he write it? He wrote the whole thing? Oh.
So he did all of the research and everything, and he did a fantastic
To my
job.
knowledge, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did all the interviewing and.
Mm.
He did a fantastic job. I can see there's some things that are not Rob there because I know Rob, and and you do too. But they did a fantastic
I
job.
have to admit, I've not read the whole thing either.
Yeah, I recommend it.
skimmed it.
I recommend it as a good example to aspire to be at that level. And it's a relatively quick read. It's not a very big book.
Yeah,
So-
some of our people are, that probably doesn't.
I don't see how it relates to your company as much. You know, there's a small portion that relates to your company and what you do, but I think it definitely gives some credibility, you know, at all levels. So you did a real good job. It's all about building a safe city and security and, you know, counterterrorism and what organizations, and he gives you the meaning for all of the acronyms and everything and how they have to work together and budget and deal with anything from, you know, a concert to a sporting event to a religious person being there and what conflicts they could run into and, you know, doing all the what ifs and prep and all, it's extremely
Well, it's already
well done.
positioned him to get on the news when they had
Yeah.
the Skyway Bridge, and he talked about the security behind that. So, yeah, it's leveraged him as a
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
city safety, like community safety expert at this point.
So as you guys get a little bit closer with your books, except in your case, Stacy, but I mean, I would recommend just take a half a day and read it, you know, over the weekend while you're, you know, it's worth it. It's a good book. It's, in fact, thanks, Jody. It's probably the only book I would recommend that you read in preparation to doing your own.
Wow.
It's that good.
That's a very high comment.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Mhm. Did I miss anything with some of the other stuff with that one?
Nope.
Okay.
Stones is silent.
That didn't have
Big
anything.
wins. We could go over Irene's big wins.
I-
if you
I-
want.
dropped out my first one, so I
Yeah,
have
that's what you said.
a
Did we get someone
researcher.
else?
Well, because my book's a technical, or it's for only professional people in the field, and I did. Our researcher agreed to write the research portion and
Nice.
the practical portion. So like it's 2/3 me and then 1/3 them, but we're slammed. This class and what we're doing is, I thought like this would be about a year ahead of where we're going to be. It's happening right now. So
Wow.
I'm to DC Monday morning for 3 days to testify before a congressional hearing
Oh.
and talk to a lot of legislators, and then going back the following month, and we're one of only I would say three companies in the nation that are doing a cutting edge work in child welfare and mental health. That now the federal government has passed a law in January that was attached to the budget that says every agency in this nation has to have an evidence-based model, which is ours will be very
Sure.
soon, by October 2019.
Wow.
And so we're getting calls from all over the nation.
How are you
and,
doing it? Yeah.
You know, and so
Yeah.
I worked on my brochure for it, but it's coming together at the wrong time.
Yeah.
This needed to happen, and then
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
But
my
there
book is-
never is a good time, though.
Exactly.
Is what I would
Well,
say. There will
yeah.
always be something.
Well, I meant more like, I would like to have had this all prepared for, like, the legislation should have come out next year, not this year.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's never a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my book is written to be very timely.
Mhm.
So like, I need, her name is Dr. Littlewood, I need her to finish her portion, cause I need to get it published.
Get it out,
Because
yeah.
it's part of the,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's happening now, like we have a year really, because
Wh-
everybody has to
What are
prove
the
themselves.
stumbling blocks? Is she just lack of time or lack of focus?
No, not lack of focus, she's
Mhm.
professor at USF and she does research all the time, and writes journal articles, professional
Mhm.
journal articles, very well, it's recognized and respected. I think just time crunch.
Okay.
So for her,
Yeah.
it's that. My other my coworker who he lives and breathes this, I don't know why he didn't write.
Mm.
Because he even said, give me a count of 2,500. I thought, well, nobody writes 2,500 words exactly. So he didn't write at all.
It just
Ugh.
sucks that he said he would do it and then
Yeah.
put you
Yeah.
behind, right?
A
Because if he
lot.
wasn't going
Yeah.
to, she could have
Yeah.
jumped in from the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
Well, her deadline is the end of May, and
Mhm.
I'm at the tail end of mine.
So you're
And I
at,
twenty thou-
you're at 20,000 words?
Uh-huh,
Okay, and how many is your coworker scheduled to write?
10.
Okay, so he's 25% of the way there. He should be able to finish that on the same timeline at the end of May. If he
Yeah,
needs,
the deadline is May.
but if he needs time off to do it or whatever,
Yeah,
make it
maybe
happen.
some sort of incentivization
Yeah.
or.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
So,
Renting a
and by
condo
the-
at the beach for the weekend.
Something, yeah.
I
Why not,
offered-
right?
It's a she, I offered her all the research.
I always thought it was a
offered her
guy
all
too,
sorts
that's
of
funny.
things. Huh?
I just thought it was a guy too. I thought I heard
Well,
you
my
saying
first
he.
guy was a
Yeah.
guy, Larry.
Okay.
And he is the guru of this model,
Mhm.
totally.
What was it?
And he didn't want to,
Huh.
it was very weird. And he writes journal articles.
Oh, really?
It's a shame.
Other than, they're, they're shorter.
I wonder if he
Mhm.
could
And he
speak
does
it.
with 2 others, huh?
I wonder if he could speak it and have somebody else just write. You know
Well,
what I mean?
if he writes journal
Yeah, but
articles,
still,
he should know how
whatever.
to do it.
Just to get
You
that
know,
stuff out of
I
his
would,
head.
I would give him the resources, ask him if he needs help, you know.
It's too late. He's
I've
out.
got a researcher.
He-
He's
he's
been
out-
out for a
No,
while.
no,
Yeah.
he's
Oh.
been out for a month, almost
Uh,
4 weeks.
He's out on illness?
No,
he
just
he's
stopped.
He
He's
said,
not
I
doing it."
can't do it.
Hmm.
Oh.
So I got a researcher, she's our partner, a professor at USF who's a national
Be a
researcher.
co-author on
And
this
she's
book
doing
that's
it.
gonna
Well,
be
he
a guidebook. That's
his dream is
crazy.
to be a professor eventually,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you have to be published.
Well,
that's the
So I was
thing,
like,
like,
Larry,
crazy.
and I
Yeah.
asked him, I didn't say you have to do this, I'm his boss, I didn't say that, I said, Larry, I'm gonna author a book on kinship and family finding. You know, do you wanna be my co-author? I'll
That's a
take the
heck of an
bulk.
opportunity.
I said, I'll take the bulk of it.
Yeah.
And, I'll do 2/3, you do a third. And he said, yeah, we met like 4 times, even before one of our trips. We met at Starbucks at 7 o'clock in the morning
Mhm.
to work over our outline. We did the thing together,
Mhm.
that tree thing, whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
mind
that,
map.
The
Yeah.
diamond, yeah.
Yeah.
And then just applied it.
Mhm.
So awful.
No,
Um,
can't
what-
force somebody.
What people
Go the
tell
easier
you
route.
is the problem is usually never the problem. So sometimes you have to dig a little bit deep. There may be something that is more of a problem than is on the surface. So, but if you have to find an alternative, then
I did.
Yeah, good.
Then just go ahead and do
Whips
it.
out stuff all the time.
Okay.
So,
Good.
I don't think it'll be a problem.
Yeah. So the KPI motto is done is better than perfect. So
Oh, I
it's
know.
more important to chug through it, get it out there. You can always do a second edition.
Right.
If he says,
That's
"Wow,
exactly right.
I've missed the boat on this," he comes
Yeah.
to you on his hands and
Mhm.
knees and says,
Too
"Please
bad.
take me back."
That's
You can do a
amazing.
second edition
Well,
if he has
You're
meaningful
probably gonna
stuff
have
to
to
add.
keep coming out with new editions.
Yeah, because
As regulations
laws
change.
and
Yep.
this
Right.
is one of those books.
Yeah,
Mhm.
get the first one done and be the guidebook
Yep.
for the whole nation. That's right.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And then there's a place
What a
called
great
California
opportunity.
Clearinghouse, and they rate all the programs, and if you meet
Mhm.
a certain criteria, you get put on a national registry as evidence-based, which is like the best of the best.
Oh,
And so
great to hit
what
that.
we think will be the first one in the nation.
Oh, that'd be
God, that's
fantastic.
incredible.
If we were out there
That's
right
incredible.
now, again, we're about a year wrong timing, everybody would be calling us saying, how do we buy your material, how can you come out here and train us, conferences, all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know if
And
you can
who would
turn
do
that
that?
into
Would
revenue
you?
generating as well.
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
it's our social business line.
Good,
Mm.
good,
So
good,
it's
good.
Oh, nice.
We
Yep.
charge
Okay.
people a competitive
Yeah.
rate.
Would you be the one to travel, or would you have people do that?
Well,
You would do it.
initially, it would be me and Larry and Dr. Littlewood, and then, we have number 2s, number 3s that would
Yeah.
follow up.
Wow.
It's
So awesome.
And the crazy thing about this, I write in my brochure a little bit, but The work that is done across the nation, and internationally, but across the nation, costs more money, has worse outcomes. Kids have amazing trauma from it, long-term, sustained trauma. And this model just gets them back very quickly to family, and then you wrap around the family as you would any other family in our field. And it's like the most logical thing, and we have to get legislation to force, and it saves money.
Mhm.
And you have to force it.
Yeah, it's a bipartisan win.
Mhm.
So we have a Republican and Democratic legislators that, are pushing it through.
One of the things that I went over in the other group that I facilitate is as far as time management. So every day God gives us 86,400 seconds, and picture it in dollars rather than in seconds. And think of it like a bank account where you get $86,400 in your bank account. So if somebody takes, an hour of your time, that's a complete time waster. That's 1/24 of your whole day, and it's probably more like 1/12 of your actual working hours, or it's 1/8 of your actual working hours, depending on the number of hours you work. So use your time wisely. So what they tell you is to, make sure you're doing what you like. Make sure you're spending time with people you like, care about, or need to for a profitability standpoint, and don't do stuff you're not going to do. We don't know how much time we have beyond that, but the one thing that we know for sure is that every day has only that much time, and the balance goes to zero at the end of the day. So if you spend it wisely, you can do that. If you squander it, you can do that too. If you just do nothing, you can do that, it still goes to zero. So it makes you really think about every second. So it's changed my life in thinking of things that way, because I start earlier, I make sure I get stuff done, and I make sure I don't do stupid things. The interruptions.
Yeah. I think
Well,
that's
the stupid
unavoidable for
things,
me.
I'll tell you what's a stupid thing, is running for the phone to have some guy try to sell you a solar panel system when I have a metal roof that I can't even accept a solar panel system. So it's a complete interruption that's taken me out of my train of thought, or taken me away from a meeting with an unnecessary interruption and distraction. So deep work, which is one of the things we're going to talk about later, he talks about turning off all these notifications. I don't know about you guys, but probably I'm guessing 60% of the times my cell phone rings are robocalls.
Yes.
No.
No, really?
That's been happening to me too.
I'm at about 60%.
And
Like
they're
5 times a day, I get that lady trying to sell me a security system.
Like, do you know what we do?
yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
wish you were real so I could tell you to leave me alone.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did
So-
get a telemarketing call yesterday though while I was in my car, but I have the Bluetooth, so it's not really. But the guy actually said, he said, "Are you driving or doing something else where you need your full attention?" I
Wow.
said, "Yeah, actually, I'm driving." He said, "Okay, then we'll call you back at
That's
a more
pretty cool.
convenient time."
I've never
And
had
he should've
anybody
left
do
it there.
that.
I thought that's perfect.
That's
He
a
goes,
fantastic
"What's a more
sales."
appropriate time?" I'm like, honestly,
Oh.
never.
Yeah.
But that's a very good sales
Yeah.
pitch.
Yeah, I guess so,
He
yeah.
said, I'll call you back when
Yep.
you're
Yeah.
in a safe place. I would actually want to hear what they
Yeah.
say.
Mhm.
So I was
That
very
is
kind. He was like, "Have you
strategic.
called back?" And I said, "Yeah." And then he was like, "When?"
I can't look
I'm
at my
like,
calendar right
"You'll
now.
just
I'm
have
driving.
to try. I really.
So
can't
I had
miss
a-
it, but I thought I will actually take your call.
I had a guy
That was
call me
fun.
yesterday, and he's trying to sell me air duct cleaning. Now, I just put in a new air conditioning system, and I happened to have changed all the ducts. So I said, "Do you realize you're breaking the law by calling me? I've never done business with your company. I've never heard." And click, he immediately hung up.
You can say, that's the truth?
Yeah, they are breaking the law. I've never done business with. He can't call me on my cell phone. That's against the law.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You can get like up to $1,500 a call
Yeah,
or
you
something.
can.
right, if you
Morgan
sue
Morgan
them.
says or something.
Yeah, I
And
saw the
he hung
commercial.
up.
Yeah.
So,
I can't figure out how to change those.
at any rate, did you have any other wins you wanted to talk about this week? Or?
No, those are my big wins are all rolled up in that primarily.
Okay. I had a
Exciting.
big win last week. I
Yeah.
I drove to Chicago, which was a long trip. My ass is a little bit flatter than it used to be, but that's okay. So we had a lighting show that was the largest lighting show in North America,
Remember you said that last time?
and it was a fantastic show. And I was really treated like a celebrity there.
Oh,
So
wow.
and
Nice.
because of my book.
Mm-hmm.
And what I didn't know is I've controlled the distribution because I didn't want certain people to do it, so I self-published it. I know who I'm selling it to. I'm on my 4th printing now of the book because it's
Wow.
sold. So I know who's bought every single one.
Wow.
my book has been passed around to 3 different readers on one occasion, and everybody was talking about it. And I was just appointed to a new board for Lighting for Tomorrow, and we meet in Dallas next month, and I'm the only person that they're paying my way to go.
Oh, wow.
Everybody
That's
else has
awesome.
to pay.
Very
That is
So,
a good
Very
yeah.
impressive.
So,
Right?
so it's pretty cool.
I just learned too, you know Nick Cook?
Yeah,
From Aurora Lighting?
he's been contacting me.
Yeah,
Hey,
I've
he-
been doing
he's
it.
with
He's
GUI.
one of my favorite people in all the world. I just found out that you knew him.
He said that Rob is his best friend. I didn't know that. Is it? Is that true?
Ah.
Yeah.
I mean, if he calls him that, but
Yeah.
really, I'm Rob's best friend.
Yeah, It could have. It
But,
could
yeah.
have a bromance. I don't know.
He was just in our office the other day. Yeah,
Okay.
I adore him. He's
Yep.
fantastic.
Yeah, he's a sharp guy.
I use
His-
him in
his-
his accent sometimes to get things, like when I need the vet to stay open a little later so I can get the medication.
Yeah.
He'll call, because if I call, they're like, no.
Oh.
But he'll be like, I just
Who is
need
this guy?
5 minutes, maybe.
I
He
might
has a
need
South
him.
African accent. He's fabulous. Yeah, so
Yeah.
then he'll call and they'll be like, no problem.
He just wants to tell people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People will do anything for him because of that accent.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know his family and all that, so I know him pretty well.
Try to be.
So it's funny. We had a meeting this morning with a friend of Jody's, who grew up in Maryland, went to school in West Virginia, did his law degree in California, and we were just talking. And I knew his cousin. I've known his cousin forever. He said, "Well, I've known my cousin longer. She was at my bris." I said, "Okay, you win."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. Yes, of course.
I don't.
Co-
I
Cohen
didn't know that till
is-
now.
Yeah.
Going
Yeah.
on.
So at any rate, okay. So today we're at the productize section. So we're spinning through the 5 Ps, and we're approaching the last
Okay.
one, which is
approaching
well,
profile.
yeah, we're approaching the
Okay.
last 2. So the last
Profile's
2
fine.
are profile and partnership. But the product will actually raise a profile too. So it's this whole thing works as a series of a process. If we were to give you everything together as a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal, it would be overwhelming, and you wouldn't get it. But if you follow the process, it actually works really, really well. And it works even better if you keep pace with it. If you fall a little bit behind, it's best to catch up, because this is a lot to take in. And then when you're done, the whole thing will make sense. You know, it's like going to martial arts training, and the first thing you do is you stretch and you learn to kick a little bit, and then you turn it into a roundhouse kick, and you're able to, break a board or something like that, or slip a disc, either one, depending on your age. So that's what we've done. So
Absolute reason we start with the pitch and build from there.
So we're going to do this part of it here. So the last time we met, we discussed step 3 of productization, which is we covered your customer story. Remember that? Okay. We covered the stupid mistakes that your ideal prospects make. It could be an action mistake, a perception mistake, a thinking mistake, whatever it is. And then we evaluated how to transition seamlessly from suspect to prospect to customer to client. And remember all the steps on that? So you have products for prospect, and you have products for customer and client. The client is the ultimate goal, to have someone that does business with you on an ongoing basis, and you have a relationship with them. In your case, it's a donor that's committed to the long term and has you in their budget that they're getting approved by their board so that they can contribute. In your case, it's bigger customers that are long term committed, that you think you can do business with them for the next 10 years.
Bring on
So-
ancillary services.
Yep, and it's always easier to get bigger donations. If you had a problem, you could go to your bigger donors and say, gee, we have this one-time event, the air conditioning system was struck by lightning, it was reduced to rubble, and we need $50,000 or these kids are going to be sweating, so you could probably get $50,000 from someone. We have that with Stay in Step. We have some people that donate, Toyota has been just absolutely wonderful. So we discussed the importance of creating printed brochures, and you were tasked with the responsibility of creating a fantasy brochure. This doesn't have to be anything you take to, the quick print place and deliver. It's just to get you to think about things, and a lot of people actually end up using the brochure they create. So the next slide is here. So today's objective is to evaluate your brochures. We want to do a progress report on the gifts and create more gifts, product for prospect, and develop a sales pitch. Hey.
And then there were 3. Got your fantasy brochure?
Yep.
Attaboy.
Awesome. So you don't have to do the walk of shame all the way to.
Yeah.
Or the driving shame.
Whether it's
The drive-
completely acceptable or not, I don't know.
Look at that.
Oh.
Wow.
Man.
Drop mic.
Jody said handwrite it, staple it, whatever.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
just come with something.
Actu-
I didn't want you stressing about having to.
That looks so good.
I know.
I just want to say quickly, it's not a walk of shame, it's the stride of pride.
The stride of I'm not-
Stride of pride. Okay, cool. So there is no extra credit for having something that's really fancy. So the mission is done is better than perfect. Okay. So if you would like, we'll start with one, and we'll give you a quick review, and we'll highlight everybody's brochure. So.
I was gonna say, take it down there so the camera can see it better.
Okay. Wow. Well, so this one
Is that Rob's
is from
dog that he
Stacy.
talks
It's
about?
my
No,
dog, yeah.
it's-
Oh, your dog. Okay.
Oh, our
The
dog.
one in his
We own him.
the
But
pitch
he
he
does
talks
that
about
to
his
me
dog.
every day, goes and stands under the desk
Oh.
and looks at me.
Adorable.
They're both-
I've met your dogs.
We keep both, yeah, we have 2, they're brothers, and they both come to work every day.
I have pictures of them kissing me on the floor.
So what Stacy did is she created a company brochure.
Oh, nice.
Which is really quite nice.
Wow.
So I like the animals because for 2 reasons. One is people are attracted to animals, and they also, I think, so they're more likely to take a look at it.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it catches their interest.
That's what it's
Um,
for, just to get you to want to open it.
and
That's the whole point of the cover.
That's
Make 'em
that's
wanna
the
pick it
whole-
up. Yep.
The whole point. I like the picture that you took, which is really a cute, kind of inquisitive, which is indicative of the person picking this up. And it's like, ooh, a Scooby-Doo moment,
Yeah,
kind of cool.
totally.
So I really like
Good
it.
one, Reggie.
So, so it's on the lighter side. So the inside says, "Don't hide under the desk to avoid your global IT situation. Let Source One take the stress off you," which is great. Why Source One? Full stack resources on staff, and there's a lot of text with that. Global spares, and then she has meet the officers. So she has her pitch in here, which is great. She has the team with faces, which is cool. And please your shareholders. Imagine how happy your shareholders will be when you show them what you've accomplished with such little investment. Your business will run like never before when you trust Source One with your IT infrastructure. Your company is the greatest. I can't imagine everyone living without it. Very smart customer.
I just
That's a
need
quote,
to-
yeah.
Just for
I-
complete honesty, that was part of the template that I used, so I
Ah,
left it in
it's
there.
a placeholder for a
Like it looks
referral
great.
or a
I
quote
think-
from, yeah.
Well, first of all, a very smart customer is not a good choice because
Wasn't my choice.
yeah, I think
I left it in
you're
there.
better off to have a person's name.
Oh, I know, it was just a
Um,
little joke,
you
it was
know-
part of the template.
Okay.
I thought it
That's
was
why it's a
funny, so I left
fantasy.
it in, yeah.
It's
Oh, it's
fantasy
fantasy.
brochure,
Okay.
yes.
So if you had
She wants a
person
fabulous-
that you could quote that would be you could put, like, if the guy's name is John Smith, just JS at XYZ Company, something like that. That would be cool.
Or, all that fantasy and say, you've got a rock, like vinegar, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes it really fantasy-like. And you never know.
So our 4-step method is all you need to grow your technical capabilities and your global reach. Analyze each location and determine full needs. Design policies for a location, conformity of services and equipment. Implement new policies and transition out what is not working. Monitor all things IT. Today, more than ever before, you got to do that. This is good. And who we are, incorporated in 2011, Source One opened with the purpose of partnering with truly great companies to expand their technical capabilities and global reach. We have grown at astonishing numbers, both in staff and revenue, ensuring that we meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Okay. I think it's a great brochure.
Is it salesy in the middle? I know Topher's mentioned that generally they're not sales. There's not sales language in there. That it's more marketing, and that it leads you to the website to learn more. So I love that back page especially.
Yeah.
And you can weave in some of the why. I think the stories and I love the people. I mean, all that humanizes it. And you just have a list of the 96 countries and all that kind of stuff, and then I know you're wowed now, so go to the website kind of thing. So you want to make it.
I agree with Jody on that, and the only other comment that I would make is more mechanical. Being an engineer, I think of things a little bit differently. This is not printable, so this is something if you wanted to take and produce, you couldn't really do that, because this would take a half sheet cut and it would be inside, it would always fall out, so you couldn't print it to look like this. You'd have to add one more page and then you can staple it in the middle. So just thinking about what is producible by a printer it's a good time to do that when you're creating the brochure. But this looks great the way it is. You not having knowledge of working in a printing press, printing operation, probably wouldn't know that. But what happens is the center page always falls out when there's a half center page.
Oh, yeah.
So think about those things. I like it. I think it's very, very good. It will be lightweight, easy to send out, easy to give at a trade show or some event that you're at, and that's fantastic. Okay. Any other
We're not
comments, Jody?
designers. I mean, I think what the idea is you take something like this to a designer and say, this is the concept. Make it a brochure. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
perfect. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like your pitch. You come in with something and then you demolish it and you build it back up. At least you have the framework, like the important stuff. So that's the whole point of this exercise.
Okay, here we go.
So let me tell you what the purpose of my brochure is, to be given out in mass. So it would be
Has
like
to be
at
inexpensive to print.
conferences, we have our table set up and, we're table sponsor kind of a thing, maybe in a packets brochure, kind of, like packaging at conferences, but that's really kind of mass produced. I have a great picture for the front. It's
Yes.
a grandma with dark skin with like a little bit of curly hair, and she has two of her grandsons, one in each side,
Oh,
planting her a
perfect.
big kiss, and
Yeah.
she has a big smile on her face. It's about kinship grandma or relative care.
Good.
And so it's a good picture.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have all the data. I mean, this was just concept about what we do better than everybody else in the nation. I was going to have a real testimonial, one from an administrator that's well known and respected, and then one from a family.
Good. Oh, good. Yeah.
Okay. I know from my class, KPI11, which is a little outdated, old school, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Marketing
Sorry.
is marketing is marketing.
Topher doesn't like the trifold
Trifold?
format. I
Okay.
know that.
Alright.
So what Topher's a big fan of is something unique and different. So I wish I had it. I'm working with a German company that has a lighting product that the guy sent me his business card, and his business card had thud factor. Man, you set that thing down. It's this thick, goofy business card, but no one will lose it, and you can always find it.
Right.
So it's just being different is so
Being
so
different.
important.
Okay, that's a good
So
point.
what you have to weigh, and I'll admit it's completely subjective. So I know Topher doesn't like this, but I don't see it necessarily as a bad thing for the following reasons. Number one is you can go to any office supply place and get a little stand
Right.
where you can have
Right.
trifold brochures. They do get lost in the shuffle, and it's better to be different. But if it was economics and high volume,
That's what this
yeah,
is.
maybe. So, but if you're sending it out to people versus handing it out, I think there's two different things. If
Right.
you're mailing it, you really got to be different, otherwise
Right.
you won't make the kitchen cut. And
Right.
if you're giving it to someone, I don't know that it's just it's a memory of the discussion that you hopefully made a good impression with them.
Right.
So hopefully you have a kick butt pitch that you can give them, and they say, "Oh, let me have that, and I'll make some notes on
I
it."
think we have a really good picture on this, and this
Mhm.
is really, it will get lost in the stack of many things that
Right.
you pick up at
At
conferences.
a conference and trade
So
show.
maybe we look at something with a different shape, or,
Mhm.
I don't know, I didn't bring it to our marketing people, I
Mhm.
just
Right.
did that with my
Had
assistant,
something,
so.
exactly.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But Topher really likes different shapes, and if you really got creative and made some triangular thing, or something
Yeah.
that is not the standard,
That's what I'm
and
thinking.
has bright colors and an awesome picture on the front that makes
Yeah.
people
I'd
want
like
to
to see
open it up and
pictures
read
on
it.
every page. It's just like the
Right.
focus, the happy
She
families,
does
and then
have
well, I
pictures.
mean, like taking
Yeah.
out the whole thing,
Okay.
even if there's like
Like
a half a page. Yeah,
picture
because that's
of
people
one that we
connect
have.
emotionally with stuff like
Right.
that, and then just has some high level stats and how many families and how
Yeah.
long you've been
Oh,
around and
language
how you've
on
written the
there.
book on, and I mean, you've
Yeah.
got just incredible
Yeah.
things to share. Like people just need that top line.
Yeah.
They're not going to read all.
And I really
that
like
stuff.
that you described the acronym, Family
Yes.
First, which is really important. So
And is it for people in your industry? Is
It's
it for?
only for people.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes a little bit of
It's
difference.
not
I
for
really like it.
general clients.
Okay.
It's people who already
I think
Yeah, and she's like, I have no support or resources or anything to learn how to do this. And like, she's in such a gatekeeper position, and they're also really coveted. Like the people who want to get through to their bosses will suck up to them like nobody's business. So it's
That's true.
yeah.
Remember, the
So that's a
easiest way to
whole
know
skill
if it's
set
a
is
sales
knowing how to
call
protect
is
the
when they
CEO's
can't pronounce your
time.
name.
Yeah, exactly. So just think about that too. Like, what
I
have
met-
you learned?
I met her last week at, no, that's a key.
Yeah.
She's adorable.
She told me to call her.
That's what they say. That's what they say when they call our assistants. I met Irene last week.
no.
She was interested in hearing more about.
No.
And they say,
Yeah.
can I speak to Mr. Hassel? No.
Yeah, that would be wrong.
No, you
Oh,
can't.
I'm going to remember that.
Have you
That
not
is-
heard that one before?
No. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll remember that. Okay, so we wanted to
Thank you.
remind you guys that we're happy to meet with you both, Topher and myself, for individual sessions. There is a fee for it. I think it's more geared towards someone that misses a lot of classes. But if anybody needed us, we're certainly available. And Jody's here to help as well. I think ultimately from our side, collectively, we want to make sure you get this stuff. We want to make sure you keep moving the needle forward so that you complete the full circle of the 5 Ps and have a lot of takeaway when you're done with it.
Yeah,
So
you're gonna hit those dips, and you're
Yeah.
gonna have a hard time powering through them. So just reach out, because what you're experiencing, somebody else has done in classes before, and I've observed it. I haven't necessarily gone through it, but yeah, and
Mhm.
Steve's seen it all.
yeah, certain people in this class are good at calling, and they call me all the time, and I'm happy about that. So we're here to help. So.
So we want success stories out of y'all.
Mhm. Because the best thing you could do for us is to give us a reference of somebody that takes the next class, especially KPI11, because that's going to be a kick-ass class.
That's good.
That's
I
all
already
your
suggested
baby,
someone,
Yeah.
right?
someone, yeah. What happened to the our other colleagues? Like, I think her name was Gina here.
Gina dropped, and so
She
did
did?
Steve. Was
No,
that his name, Steve?
Mike.
Mike,
Mike Adams.
the guy, the
Gina
tall fellow.
pivoted, yeah, and so Gina
Gina's coming
stopped
back.
being the CEO of Praxis.
She did?
She took over a CEO role with another startup, I believe. Yeah,
Oh.
so she wants to get her feet in that.
But that company was with her and her husband, though.
I know, and I think
Are they
she's
still
back to
together?
running it right now.
Her husband's one.
So,
Are
yeah.
they still together? Yeah, okay.
I don't know, I don't ask those kinds of.
But
We want the
I
rest of
think
the story.
Yeah.
I think she put it on hold, and
She
she's
did.
going to come back in a different class. And I think
She's gonna have to coach him.
Mike Adams is overwhelmed
Oh, yeah.
with things. So I don't know. I don't know if
He's
he's going
still
to.
he was even in office this week with some of his team, so we're
Yeah.
keeping him in the
I
fold.
heard, I thought Topher said that he wasn't doing, like, he wasn't gonna go through with that opening that part of the business
You're right,
that they had
they're
originally
pivoting it,
wanted him
yeah.
to,
They're
so
doing a
it
little
wasn't
bit.
really a good fit for him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
And then Elizabeth, she hasn't been here for a while.
She is engaged. She's almost done with her book. She's making good headway. I talked to her Wednesday, so she's doing good.
I talked to her Monday, so she said she was coming, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Michael got
Yeah.
caught up something at
The-
work, and he's all pissed off.
Just curious.
So
Yeah.
what I can tell you is this half-day class, the Momentum class, it's the worst. Number one, everybody's busy. You're all CEOs or in high-level positions. You can't get away.
That's
There's
what
always
happened.
something
That's
that
what
keeps
happened.
you at the office, some
Right.
emergency or perceived emergency, and it's a problem, So
It's a perception mistake.
it is. It's a huge perception mistake.
I mean, freaking Don was here the other day when the volcano was going off in Hawaii. He's like, I'm putting out a fire, literally, our team over in Hawaii right now.
Mm.
But he's here.
Wow, that's cool. You know that he has that much control over his company and can sit on the sidelines and people are making decisions. That's cool.
Mhm.
That's a great.
That's
That's worth a
excellent.
lot. Okay.
I love the pitch.
Okay. Yep. So we're going to move on to pitch, and I guess the way we normally start this is everybody delivers their pitch because it helps with the memorization. And I think what you're going to find is that number one, the pitch becomes easier to deliver, and number two, you're a lot more comfortable with your body posture. You have better control of your facial expressions, and I think you can do a real good job. The more time you do it, you'll
The more
be very
you do
comfortable.
it, the more you're going to be able to add emotion and inflection and pregnant pauses. So when you really want to punch a word, then everybody looks at you, right? And then when you pause, then you get the attention back in the room. So like, you practice that kind of stuff too. I can't tell you how powerful the pause is. I mean, I was watching you in your head, and I'd stop talking, and you're like, every time it gets them back.
Yeah.
So if you really want to punch a word, then learn what those words are that you want the people to remember, and when you hit them harder, they remember that word. You know what I mean? So if there's like 3 takeaways from your pitch, know what those 3 things are, and make sure you're talking right to them. Hit that word. Pause.
So, and I guess one of the other things that we want to mention too is your pitch doesn't have to be written perfect. It can evolve over time and will and should evolve. So if you never practice it, it will never be perfect. So the more time you practice it, the more time spent practicing it, the better you will do at delivering it. And the other thing that's really cool is when you're in a social situation, you can pull pieces of it quickly.
Right.
And you have the answers. You say, and people walk away and say, "Wow, they're on top of their game." They can, you give them an answer without hesitation, and it's just from your pitch. They don't need to know that.
But you know, Steve, for those of us that have multifaceted businesses, what I'm finding, and I think this is probably like the conclusion you guys want us to get to, is that you have to have like a number of pitches.
You do.
You can't, like the pitch I wrote here, I'm shifting between, I'm not figuring what to do, but the pitch I wrote was for donors, and now the pressing issue has
That's
come up
true.
in other areas. So what I'm really needing to do is write a second, a third, probably a 4th pitch down the road. That way, depending on who my audience is, that's not related to the, maybe the first section is related to, not even,
But
portions of it. That's what I have to do, because
think of the strategic advantage that gives you over everybody else.
I agree completely with you.
And also I think you'll find that the pitches aren't that far off. There's a lot of commonality.
Problem,
You know,
solution.
there's the
It's the only
problem and
difference, yeah.
solution, and maybe the call to action, the way you have it.
Sure.
So some of that could be, the 8 steps in the capstone pitch is just, it's so easy to follow. It doesn't take very long to write a pitch.
No,
Now that you've done one, it's easy.
Um,
I did one the other morning. I woke up at 4 a.m. I had to do one for a doctor out in Ohio, and I had it done, very, very
Yeah.
quickly.
Right, it's kind of like a recipe almost
Yeah.
after a while.
It's-
That's what I'm finding, because,
Keep with the methodology, because when you get to the different audiences, when they want to dig deeper, they will. So you have to still keep a very high level, no matter who you're talking to. And then you get the granular pieces come in during conversation when they start asking the right questions.
And the high level with the simple wording. So
Yes.
you follow the same process each time. So I guess we'll go around the room and everybody deliver their pitch and see how it goes. Okay?
I'll start.
Sounds great.
So, I want to tell you something before I start. So, I wrote, that's what I want to tell you. So, I'm very Catholic, and I grew up saying my rosaries, and I try to do that now and then. And it's the same problem with my pitch happens with the rosary. You're really good in the beginning, and then like something interrupts you and you don't finish it, right? That somebody asks you a question. So with my pitch, I could do the top part really good, and then the second part I almost never get to. So,
I feel the exact same way,
really?
yeah.
Isn't that
like,
funny?
Halfway through, I'm like, oh.
Well,
Yeah.
I would recommend taking
Start
off.
it.
No, your beads.
Oh, counting.
Well done.
Say, that was very
How
good.
did I not
Still
see that?
working
That's
on
so
it.
funny. What do you do?
So-
Hold on, please.
Get a bracelet.
Yeah, isn't that funny? I said the same problem must happen in many ways. So hi.
But practice will eliminate that, by the way.
Yes.
That'll go away.
Interruption.
Yep.
I
it'll go
will
away.
still, to this day, practice my pitch in my car.
That's what I do
Still to this
too.
day.
I
I
do
do
it
the
all the
bathroom.
time.
my
Yeah.
car is like the same. So
Oh,
hi,
yeah.
I'm Irene Rickes. I'm the CEO of the Children's Home Network, a home for abused and abandoned children. We specialize in helping children that struggle with everyday life events. We have been serving the Tampa Bay community for 126 years. More recently, we have expanded into the Central Florida area. We have been recently featured on, oh my gosh, CBS, NBC. I know we've been on so many stations. One of the TV stations. I could say either one. CBS, in the Tampa Bay Times, Orlando Sentinel, in numerous local radio stations talking about our services. We serve about 20,000 children and families annually in 7 counties.
Per year?
Per year,
Okay.
annually, per
Yeah,
year.
annually
Like I
is
said,
per
Annually,
year.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the
Yeah.
number.
Yeah. From time to time, I have a chance to speak to donors, and they will ask me about selecting a charity for donations. They share their frustration in finding a credible, dependable, and trustworthy charity. There are many good charities out there, but what sets the Children's Home apart from all the other charities is that we have been doing this for a very long time. We have demonstrated that we are trustworthy, dependable, and sustainable. We manage 145 performance outcome measures annually with a 95% achievement rate. I've been asked.
That's huge. That's a punch right there.
That's
Yeah.
a kick,
Plus,
yeah.
so-
Yeah, that's where you hit those
That's
in
the
100. What
next
was this?
paragraph.
Give me that stat.
Huh?
That last
So
what?
we manage 145 performance outcome measures annually with about 95% achievement rate.
And say that slowly. 95% achievement
Yeah,
rate.
it's hard.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
huge.
that's the emotional stuff that people are going to
Yeah.
connect with and be like,
Yeah.
my money's going to a
We're
good thing.
serious.
But carry on. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm asked from time to time, although time to time was with the donors, so
I like the donor thing
So,
because that's your client.
Yeah. So I've been asked why I do this work because it's hard. We see at a very young age, my son Nicholas was diagnosed with a heart condition, ADHD, and 2 learning disabilities.
Mm.
My husband and I had very full-time careers, but that didn't get in the way of helping Nicholas achieve his best. So we worked day and night to help Nicholas access all the services that would make a difference in his life. And I'm happy to say that today he is a successful, I gotta change the word successful, that's hard for me. He's a successful adult police officer and is just an awesome human being. I want for my son, I want for the children in our care to have the same opportunities my son Nicholas has and the same opportunities your children have. So I'm seeking donors that will help us make a difference. Won't you work with us? I want every child to have the same opportunity my son Nicholas had.
That's
Thank you so much.
That
I do so
why
much-
is fantastic. I
do
know
so
it.
much of that pitch and different,
Yeah.
but I have to write a new one completely. I mean, pull some of it, but because it's an entirely different product, it's not the residential program, it's the
Mhm.
home, it's other model. But once you get the recipe,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right?
So I'll tell you how to do it really easy.
Tell me.
So take the version that you have and divide it into the 8 sections and figure out which sections you're going to rewrite and just put the title there and just rewrite it.
Would stay with
And then
that.
it all
You can
comes
leave
together.
it
And
Yep.
the Nicholas part would stay,
Yeah.
once
Right.
you know, but
I love the part about your son.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Right?
it
As well
does.
that he's a
Personal for me.
police officer
Exactly.
and that you say an awesome human being.
he is awesome.
It's heartwarming.
I is. Is
He's a good one.
successful hard to
Mhm.
say
Yeah,
with your mouth?
successful's
Okay,
hard for
or
me.
like so just
And-
come up
and
with
you
a word. High
are-
achieving or
Mhm. Yeah. You are an unbelievable speaker. I mean, I watched her at the event at the Schwarzkopf shoot. Everybody was talking. She didn't have to say, at the sound of my voice, clap once.
Right. Commend
Everybody
everyone.
stopped. She had everybody listening to her,
Yeah.
and she delivered a very, very powerful message. And everybody was on the edge of the
Great.
seat. I was watching the facial expressions, and they were like, "Wow,"
Yeah,
and
it's
they
your
talked about.
voice and delivery.
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
That's
and
a
eye
hard
contact.
part. This is
Really.
the first time they ever did that. Oftentimes those guys are just
Really?
grabbing barbecue and
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it just
And
you
you
could
hear
speak a
pin
little
drop.
more slowly, and maybe it
Slowly.
was just
Yeah, slow
this
down.
room and environment. And I would almost, rather than saying we've been doing this a very long time, I'd say we've been doing this since the 1800s, right here in
I'm
Tampa.
gonna change that. That sounds good.
Yeah,
1800s.
that.
I mean,
I just
very.
reviewed our history last night
Uh-huh.
for another presentation I'm doing, and
Mm.
one day I'll tell you guys about it. It's pretty amazing.
We've been here doing this in Tampa since the 1800s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And you
100
kind of struggled with that for a long time, didn't you? That
Yeah.
126 years, or
Yeah.
how to say it.
Yeah. Well, I
But
say
like
100
that
Well, the
I say
1800s to me
126
sounds
was the
like
beginning, and the
ye olden
1800s
times,
later on.
right?
What
Yeah.
Topher said is don't make people do math.
Yeah.
If you say
Right.
126 years and since the 1800s, that creates a vision.
Yes.
Yeah.
I should have stood right in here.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Save
Good.
it.
So where are you?
It's
Save you a step.
nicely written, good.
Thank
Write that
you.
down, Jen.
Thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, did a great
Yeah.
job. Juan?
So good afternoon, I'm Juan Martinez, President of Martinez and Company. We've been in
Okay, stop.
business since-
First of all, I want you guys to say your names and your companies with pride. John Sarakas was at one the other day, and he's like, "I'm John Sarakas." Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who and what? Yeah. So be proud of your name. Be proud of your company
Say
for
this
sure.
with a
Slow it
little bit of
down.
conviction, which is.
Yeah,
A little
yeah, man,
slower.
dude, you're
Slower.
freaking security.
I gotta do that.
So good afternoon, I'm Juan Martinez, President of Martinez and Company.
That's
We've
good.
been in business since 1984, providing armed and unarmed security officers, consulting, and management for critical infrastructure security, including maritime transportation, government facilities, and the energy sector. We recently began providing armed security to churches, and we're currently making a major push into the schools with the school marshal program.
Fantastic.
When we began as a security consulting firm over 34 years ago, we set up security programs for companies looking to prevent narcotics and contraband from entering the United States. Since that time, we've advanced into the realm of national security and anti-terrorism. In doing so, we now work with both private and government entities, agencies, to safeguard their facilities, their assets, and their people. With the Tampa Port Authority alone representing over $15 billion worth of economic impact, the protection we provide at the gates and docks to safeguard the local economy is paramount. Our other client, Sumner Electric Cooperative, has earned the J.D. Power and Associates Award for customer service 3 years in a row, and they've chosen us as their exclusive security provider. Hillsborough County, it employs over 10,000 people, and of those people we're charged to protect, it's our job to make sure every one of them leaves work safely. I gotta work on the language of that one. It sounds good. Over the
I like
years,
that.
we have found that many companies share the same decision-making process when it comes to having security. One is that for some reason they've come to the conclusion or realization that they need security, but they don't know how to do it. So they come to us. Or an in-house security program is full of complications and liability, something we're very familiar with, and it consumes too many important resources away from their core business, so they come to us. Or maybe it's just plain too damn expensive, so they come to us anyway. We found that shit, I didn't delete that last time. Here we go again. There we go. All right. The way Martinez and Company helps clients overcome their challenge is through a 5-step methodology we call ARMOR. Analyze, risks, mitigate, optimize, and reassess. First, we analyze what kind of security are they really looking to provide. Is it true security or just the perception of it, or is it somewhere in between? We then help identify the risks most likely to jeopardize their business or that may have the greatest consequence to them. We mitigate those risks by creating and implementing plans, training programs, dispatching qualified security officers, and integrating security systems. Next, we optimize the security program to ensure we gain maximum effectiveness. And finally, we reassess the security program to ensure all risks identified are adequately addressed. And it's important to us to ensure that we address as many of those risks as possible. After all, I remember listening live on the radio to the report of the 2 planes hitting the World Trade Centers and a 3rd one striking the Pentagon and thinking, we are at war. I remember the feeling I got when I heard those voice messages of people calling their loved ones from Pulse nightclub shortly before they were gunned down in cold blood. I remember seeing the pictures of the 17 students and staff members from Parkland High School in Florida and thinking, how did we let this happen? At Martinez and Company, our commitment to security and safety goes beyond a $ sign and a paycheck. It's to the call of being of service to something greater, of something that truly matters. That's why we're going, 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 we're going,
I think I normally say we work with.
Yeah,
we work with
CPAs. That's fine. Rather than attracting.
Yeah. Again, it's the same thing on, we need to word diet your solution.
Word diet
Yes,
solution?
yeah, so it's just the 5 steps, whether it's, we should have a love the part about it, the investment is in line with family values, risk mitigation, so just tighten that up a little bit, too much. And then again, you're gonna ask deeper questions if you want to know about that. So what you have, you need to have in the back of your head, you just don't need to look it out.
I like there's a little humor in yours. Yeah. Like a couple of times that makes you chuckle.
Yeah, and that's what makes people listen to.
Good.
Good job.
Something about creative life insurance strategies or something like that. People don't know about life insurance. I sell life insurance. That's legit, like,
That's why
investment.
I actually thought about pulling those out, but I
Yeah.
think it would be better for me to include
Those that
those.
know.
That way, because some
Yeah.
people think, wealth preservation and generate income, okay, what does that mean? But then if I go identify life insurance, annuities, and real estate,
Let's say,
it tags
creative
into
whole
those.
life insurance products, creative revenue stream down the line, something like that.
Okay.
Those who understand.
Okay.
I feel like life insurance is for your beneficiary to figure out, right? I've already paid for it. You do the
But you
homework
can
to
do
figure out how
this
you
whole
use
It's
it.
actually one of the
Yes.
last things we look at now with using life insurance. It's actually more current, and you can use it like you can actually become your own bank with it on your
Yeah.
own policy. It's pretty neat when you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd say, normally they'll say they stomp all over like a 401k, call them super Roths. They kind of work like that, but there's no maximum you should frame into them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of benefits to them, so it's
That's tax deferred.
tax deferred, tax free if you're smart on the end. And
I'm just
income
trying to
stream you
spend
cannot
everything.
outlive.
Just a little paycheck every month.
You can actually use this for donors
Yep.
and create annuities and just.
We've done some of that,
Mhm.
actually. Um,
But it is tax deferred and tax free if you pull that right.
I'll learn more about that.
Okay, so you have the brochure.
I have a brochure, probably
picture.
2 pages.
I see you
I essentially printed my websites, I cheated.
okay. Well, you took
You
this picture
guarantee-
from the Men's Warehouse.
I appreciate that, but no.
What is it?
So, he's got his picture from the Men's Warehouse. He took the catalog. He
You
just-
actually got the right idea, because this is just an abbreviated marketing piece.
Yeah.
That'll lead you to the website, so you wanna take out the best of,
Okay,
very high level, that'll
Okay.
make them wanna go to your website. and
And
learn more.
obviously, this works with a 4-color brochure.
Right.
You know, and so you have high-res pictures type thing.
Yeah.
So that would be cool. Yeah, it's.
I'll probably just keep it at 2 pages, maybe 3, but that'll be the content. Essentially, I just print my website and I'll just clean it up and then
Okay.
probably gonna do inserts, so I'll have like my information on the back cover, and then I'll do inserts for, like agents or life insurance, whoever, advisors. Do it that route.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
Inserts fall out and they get separated. So you know you almost need a provision for it, whether it's a little pocket or something like that. And that becomes expensive to print too, and that sort of thing. So
Staples run that out.
yeah.
Or
Yeah,
this
it's hard to
little
staple.
cuts.
You just need a special staple.
Oh, yeah, the
Or you need some.
Yeah.
Maybe we get some special branded paper clips.
like Jody said, you can make little
Okay.
slits in the thing.
Yeah,
It's
you could do that.
I was trying to make it simple because I don't want all the agents to have to go create a full brochure.
Right.
Or,
Okay. Well,
they
that's
can have a one pager that they kind of tuck in or hand out, and here's a company one.
well. This
We'll figure it out.
This one is a little hard to follow because some of it's upside down, and some of it is.
I say it's pretty.
Oh, show them your.
It will be flipped, and
Okay.
I want to do a square, so I'll probably do a square. Can you get internet? Can you plug the website? Streamscapital.com. I'll probably use that image on the front of it,
Okay.
and then I don't want to create a like 4 or 5 page brochure necessarily. Or do you think that's better to, or just keep it simple?
Well, anything you do with 4-color printing like that is a little pricey. So, and it
Yeah.
depends.
That.
That looks like you need life insurance company. You're talking to high net worth people creating legacies. I don't know.
Yeah, high net worth people don't have smart children.
No, I've
No,
actually
that's probably
no.
true.
No,
Yeah.
I appreciate that because I was actually sitting going
Unless
through my
it's
site just recently. I
grandparent,
looked at those
you know,
and like, trying to think about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
so,
selling a real rich looking house.
If I go to our resources and actually go into some of my other
Mhm.
tabs, I include that, but maybe my front needs to be different.
so here's my thoughts, and I don't have the stats off the top of my head, but I think the current stats are more than 70% of the wealth in this country is controlled by baby boomers.
Wow.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's it. So if they have 70% of the wealth, that should be your target market. If it's high net worth individuals, because they're likely going to fall into that category.
What
So
do they
you
look like?
want a picture of someone in that. I mean, you don't have to put fat guy with big bellies. You can show somebody that's
I almost feel like
Active adults.
Yeah, an active
Yeah.
adult. That's
All
what
the
you
tennis
do.
courts at golf
Yeah.
course.
Right.
And a little bit of gray hair, you know,
Right.
or gray
But I
hair.
don't hate
So,
the idea of having grandchildren or something in the picture. That whole legacy piece.
Correct.
I actually thought that was
That's-
appealing.
Yeah.
But
Say that again?
Having grandchildren there.
You like having
Talking
that?
about the legacy piece
Yes.
and all of that.
So maybe include that just on
they'll
the
relate
page.
to that.
Yeah, maybe on a different.
The landing page being different though.
We definitely need that.
But you could get a husband and wife or something like that that are in their 50s or yeah, maybe boomer. There's stock photos for all the
Yeah.
stuff that you can get.
Tons.
That's why I used for this because I stopped.
Okay.
Got some
Yeah,
I probably
we
have it
definitely
with
more
everything.
affluent.
And
Yeah,
you know,
for
dress fancy or you know.
The designer
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ralph Lauren,
you just have to be
jacket.
the people that
You
your
can
clients
get
would
it
get
to
to.
Men's Warehouse.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
No.
All right, very good.
So, good. Yeah, I think that's more of a father and daughter,
Mhm.
and I don't think that is going to be.
I'm going to the resources tab and they'll actually give you all the things you can select from.
And they also on that, they're dressed not like they're heavy hitters financially.
Exactly.
So it's a middle class or low class home.
And that is okay, but I still don't want them to flat. I want them to be, so they're lounging.
Those are all the pictures you bought?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that gonna buy more?
I
No, we get free
They're not.
stuff.
There's other
I'm not
websites where you can,
design
I
stuff.
could
Well, I
tell
mean,
you.
it's like $99 you get 10 or 15 of them or something like that. I mean, it's not bad. It's just,
but there's other websites that have free stuff that
That's
you
what
can
we
get.
use.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
they're,
could tell you.
yeah, pretty reasonable.
Like an older couple coming off their private jet, being greeted by their family, kids and grandkids waiting at the car,
Something, yeah.
the Rolls Royce.
Or on a vacation with the beach behind or something like that.
This is just
Okay.
money.
You don't have to have some poor guy with a Zimmer frame and his wife is.
Right.
Zimmer frame is a walker.
oh, okay. I'm like, oh, no,
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. I thought, well, maybe because I'm
I
not.
thought it was that, yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, the purpose of the brochure is to get them interested, to want to have a deeper discussion, to learn more about what you do and how you can help. So you want it to be not a lot of words, pictures to tell the words, but the words have to be carefully chosen. And we're trying to wordsmith it so there's fewer words that are more compelling.
Okay.
Let you do the talking rather than the brochure.
Okay.
People will flip through brochures.
Right.
They're attracted to pictures. Stacy had a beautiful brochure with a picture of this one. This one. No, that was Stacy's one. Depends. This one has her dog on there. You know, kind of a cocktail thing. It's kind of like, oh, you know, it's kind of cute.
I just changed my idea. I have grandparents
Awesome.
with little children and a dog. 'Cause
So,
Gotta bring a dog in.
babies and pets.
Yep.
Nobody can say no.
yeah. So one of the things Topher is really big on is, does the front cover screen pick me up? Stacy,
Yeah.
so you want to learn more about it, and you don't think of a IT security company having something like that. But we, if you put, a picture of a keyboard,
Right,
touch
yeah,
it,
I didn't
you
want
know.
it to be techie.
Yeah, so or a mouse on there. So, let's see.
Leave a logo on the back.
Yep, put the logo on the back and on the front. But underneath bullet points.
You cheated.
You cheated.
Supposed to be a grandma
So,
with grandkid kissing the other side of the cheek.
So Topher's not a fan of bullet points.
Was it a drawing or an
Right.
actual
So-
photo?
It's an actual photo. It
Yeah,
sounds so
okay.
cute.
Oh,
It's-
at any rate,
It's beautiful. It makes you feel.
he says get rid of them.
Oh, no bullet points.
and
Mine's
have
full
them-
of bullet points.
Have it written in long body.
Oh.
It's more appealing. It's also, but I don't know, but I don't.
Is that
I'm saying less words are
I'm
better.
saying that, yeah.
You're quick.
What's long
Yeah.
body?
Remember what we talked about earlier,
Oh.
the attention span? That's basically all you got. I mean,
If you go to bullet points, doesn't that in your brain trigger this is features or like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or do you want to do that? Do you want to convey that?
and people want to get the message quickly because their attention span's so short. So,
I'm with you because like that, if I opened up the brochure and there was a
Well,
bullet
yeah.
point area, I'd go right there first.
Yeah.
There's a lot of words. I would close it.
So I think his methodology behind the long story is it's more memorable when they actually read it, you know, if they read it. But that's the trick, if they read it. The bullet points, they look at it quickly, but there's not the retention. The story,
But if you like
they have
that,
the retention,
then
but they don't have the attention. So
How about a
For me,
combination of
anyway.
both?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's what you
Bullet
need.
points and then
Combination.
language in between.
Yeah, you can definitely do it.
So I'm gonna do that.
And that's a hybrid that we cover both cases. And Topher will only complain about half of it, so that's not.
Yeah, see, that's a
Steve will
win-win.
complain about half, Topher will complain about the other half.
Yeah.
All right.
Then we'll all feel like shit and just go home.
Why do I even try?
No, he said the roll writing, he said the Branson table, he rolled writing, so.
Seriously. Oh,
I don't know what
I'm
that
like,
is.
oh my God.
Like you just never know.
Listen,
I still have to.
I know he's in London.
I heard you
We'll
say the
finish
Branson
tomorrow.
table earlier, and I was like, okay, that's cool, but I didn't hear the row. What
That
I heard,
was
so I was
too
like,
funny.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was ready to go to my. He is.
He-
How did?
He's in the UK, so yeah, it's
He is in the
incredibly
UK.
happy. Yeah. So let's see, does it control some reason awareness? Does
I have a pair of
so
shoes I got in
I'll
Windsor.
speak that one again. 'Cause
Right down the street from the castle, yeah. We were gonna go
Yeah,
tour the
that's-
castle, and it was too crowded, so we
Does your
went to a
brochure
pub instead.
focus on raising
Good
awareness
choice.
or selling services?
Better than waiting in line.
Yeah.
He doesn't want you to do that. You really should compel the reader to either pick the phone, call you, visit your website, or send you an email. Yeah, send you.
Reach out to us.
You really shouldn't
It's not the same.
compel them to buy. Yeah, I don't think anybody here has products that are salesy. So it's more, think of it as a capabilities and an information.
What if we do have something that's salesy? What if we do have something that's salesy? What if we have
I
a
can't
physical
imagine
product?
anything that you have that would be salesy that doesn't require an in-depth conversation to better understand their needs. You have nothing to sell somebody.
Right, not, I'm just asking in general though, if you do have something that's a product or something like that.
If you're selling vegetables, you have something salesy. Bananas are 29 cents a pound. Here you go. You're not. You're far more than that. You have to fully understand your customer's requirements, and then you have to tailor a solution to them. You know, only after you fully understand them.
Right. Okay.
So I would say sales you would cheapen your overall process. You're a professional.
Right, I'm not even thinking for myself, I'm just thinking
For someone else.
in general or.
Like for the men's warehouse, they have a couple of sales.
Yes, yes, that's
May I see your brochure?
Please.
For the men's
I'm gonna do a square, I think I like one, the square, by
Yeah.
10.
You had to break out the scissors for that, didn't you?
Did oh yeah,
Do that.
I had my daughter help me out. So
Aw.
arts and crafts time.
Who knew?
You're anti-
No, on anti-toy gun, because that's how you end up dead.
Exactly.
Did you notice it?
What?
The toy gun?
This is a toy?
Yeah,
Yes, we'll be done.
I noticed it right away after I put it on there, and I was like, oh shit, no.
Yeah, I can see
I'll
the
finish.
split. I see the split down the middle, but I mean, it took me.
You have to
I'm
look
looking
for
the
it.
orange, but
Yeah,
That smells so good.
the guac is actually pretty good. You gotta just take the rest that's there. Just
I
take the
can't
whole
eat
plate.
avocado.
Oh, no?
Perfect avocado.
You are
Yeah. Sorry.
Some of the best things in life I'm allergic to. Avocados, bananas.
You're allergic to bananas. You're the only person I know who's allergic to bananas. What do you get from both avocados and bananas?
Just like basically my stomach just stops. It's like I just have a brick from like here down
Really?
to my stomach.
And
Yeah,
it's-
like it
it's
takes me
an
like
allergy
8 hours
really?
to recover.
Wow.
That's what they say, yeah.
Wow.
Actually, the banana thing is a real thing. There was actually this story that my boss in North Carolina told me about. This man was allergic to bananas. He tried to kill himself by eating 300 bananas or
Oh
something.
my God.
They stopped him before he succeeded. But
The guy tried to eat bananas.
Death
he
by
was
banana.
allergic to bananas, and he tried to commit suicide by just like eating a gross amount of bananas.
That's very
what a horrible way to go.
Right? Oh my god.
Yeah, I can
Why,
think of
I
it.
mean, why
Suicide.
just
Make
go
it-
lay on an ant pile or something?
I guess you could
Yeah,
have
right. Make it quick, man. You know,
What do
you
you
know.
do? You really?
Suffer.
I feel like the ant thing would be quick. I once stepped where red ants
Oh,
were,
It
and like
wouldn't take, it'd be a
within a
painful
second
hour
they
or
were
two.
all over me.
I don't know
And
about
you
Death
get
by
anaphylactic
banana.
shock from that. And that ant bites.
Alright, go back. Alright.
Yep, we're moving right along, and we have quite a few slides to go. So,
Oh my god, it's so cute.
now, this slide says basically the most significant product you will create and clear is the book. The reality of it is, for now, that's true. You can write a second book that could be even more significant. We encourage you to do that. But for now, this product would be the milestone,
Game changer.
end all. This is going to change your life. So I was telling a guy this morning that has an advanced degree, he has a law degree, he has all this stuff. I said, you know, when you go travel around to speak and all that, you can have all of this stuff. But when you're introduced, they're going to say, is the author of this and also has this, and this. So in other words, all that other stuff he spent his whole life, years of his education, that's going to be so minor compared to him writing that book, which is amazing because if you follow the KPI process and essentially you write your book over a 6-week period that we give you, you really can change your whole life going forward. So you establish credibility, you raise your profile, everything happens with that book. It's all part of the whole process.
So yesterday I went, and your words were ringing in my ear, or Topher's too, but I went to a very large event, educational event, and the keynote speaker. She has strong credentials, but the first thing they said is that she's author of
There you go. See,
blah,
that
blah,
proves
blah,
that.
and then
Yep.
everything else kind of like, she's a psychologist, does research, but everything else kind of melted behind that.
Yep.
I thought, dang.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happens, and that's further proof of that. So so we want everybody to move along with this book. I know pretty much what's said in the room stays in the room. Everybody works in different pace and all that. So I know with Mike Lawley, he did a series of interviews. He's writing a kick-ass book. I mean, he's really writing a book, an awesome book. It's called The Ultimate CEO. I've arranged for some of the interviews for him with some very powerful people. Mike is a little bit overwhelmed in all that he's doing, to say the least. He's got irons in the fire in a lot of different areas. So I think what he's going to do is he's meeting with Karen Rell and said, I got it this far, you take it the rest, run with it to home plate and hand it over. And he said, I'm going to buy my way out of this one. Which is okay, and it happens.
I might get stuck there.
It's always a safety net. So a couple things that I will tell you. I'm sorry?
So I gave mine to Eli.
You did? Okay.
Yeah,
So Eli has, both Karen and Eli have staff, and they're both excellent. So they'll make it happen probably much faster than you would. They fix all the mistakes, and they'll make you look like a superstar that graduated with an English degree from Oxford. Well, other than the spelling issues, they use S for reasons and all that stuff. But, anyway,
Yeah.
Harvard. Yeah. So that's a good thing. If you pass it along, that you're doing really, really well. You will have the book probably by the time you complete the program. So then you have some other choices to make, and you can certainly go over those at any time, whether you want to self-publish or whether you want to do an ebook or whether you want to put it on Amazon or how you want to handle it. We can certainly steer you in the direction.
Is there going to be a segment here on that, or do we do it individually?
We can do that individually.
I
but
actually
we-
went through that in the conference
Yeah.
call this week.
Yeah,
With all of you.
Can I just say, I thought that ended the conference call because I called it twice,
We
didn't
made
hear
one
anybody, so I
conference call like
yeah.
that.
No, I know. It's all captured
It's on my
somewhere.
calendar,
I think what we're
like-
gonna end up
But
doing,
it's still,
you can
Yeah.
still match it. We went to the whole thing, the 4 different opportunities, self-printing, self-publishing, traditional publishing, and hybrid.
but you're saying the conference call is still till 10 o'clock on Wednesday?
Yes, I think for a few more weeks.
So
Yeah, I didn't know
the
that.
self-printing, I actually researched that.
It's
Didn't work
expensive.
out so well because there was one place in Atlanta that's up by what's that Georgia Tech. It's way up north of Atlanta, and that's the only place that happened.
But we do self-printing here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but you have to do runs of like 1,000,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is the cheapest cost per print.
Mhm.
So if you're going to give the book away like we do, that's the best
Yeah.
option. If you're selling it, you probably want to like hybrid. It's like $2 a book. We got ours down to like $1.73 or something like that. So there's just depending on what you want to do with it. That's where we can guide you with the right way to get it published.
$1.73 per book.
Yeah, it's pretty
And you sell them
pretty
for
cheap.
$15.
Yeah. So
But you have to run 1,000, so it's more upfront.
in my case with my book, I can give you some of the stats. I wanted something with a little bit of a cut through, so I have it's hardbound cloth with a 4-color jacket, and I pay I have I think 2 sales a year with Ingram Spark, and I pay about $9.60 per book plus shipping and that sort of thing. You do have a setup fee, so when they load it all in, they charge you like $75 or $100 to load it in, and then you can call back and you can order really isn't that much of a price break. So my cost per book is much higher than a paperback. A paperback book is a lot more cost effective.
Depends on who the audience is.
And you can just print on hand.
Yeah. Well, yeah, with Ingram and Spark, I mean, if I place an order within a week and a half, I have them on my doorstep, maybe less, maybe a couple days less than that, which is not bad.
Can you do both? Can you do hardback? Yeah, you just can't do anything like
They're
that.
hard.
Yes and no, because there's a layout for the
You have to do
jacket.
two layouts,
Yeah,
but you can do
you could do that.
hardboard.
Yeah, you have it.
That's why I'm like, yeah, you can, but
Yeah, you have it listed. You have two numbers. No, not two ISBNs. The ISBN would be the same.
Okay.
I think so.
I don't know.
Hard and soft cover version, the same thing.
Yeah.
It would be the same.
It's the same.
Yeah, you don't have to buy another ISBN
Okay.
because the only thing
Interesting, that-
different is the
I
cover.
thought even the digital copy of it was, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, I could be. I'm not the expert on this.
Okay, when you get to that point, we have the resources and then.
And one of the things that I did is I secured the website for the title of the book, which is a good thing. And I also bought a QR plus code that leads to my website. So you can scan it and use the notification.
Yeah, that's
QR
good.
plus code. Is it going on?
Or just
That's
regular
one out
QR.
like, yeah. Next thing you know, like,
Okay. So it might be a good thing.
I know, no, it's cool, but nobody.
Nobody does it anymore. Okay, so much for that.
They've got one now. It's actually an app where they're mirroring it with like your Facebook scroll. You can take your phone and overlay it. Well, you guys saw it here. You get some pop up in that. And it's actually get to be where you can just order whatever the
Wow.
advertising is. You can just shop right here inside the video. And then,
Sven's book too.
yeah.
So, so one of the things to think about is who's a key person to influence in your industry. You know, and the reason for this is, for example, Topher has this one arguably from Backflies, is regarded as one of the most influential CEOs in the world of software developing and generated over $1 billion in revenue each year, which is phenomenal. John Sykes is regarded as one of the most influential business leaders in telephone support and call centers. What do these people all have in common? Ask them to come up with an idea, and their answers are correct. I don't know what that means. They know things, they focus on stuff that really matters, and then let the irrelevant be ignored. So that gets into what Houston comes to ask us before. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of homework here too. There's a guy called Jay Shetty, Shetty, and he's done a series of videos that are just off the charts in terms of motivation and just, he's unbelievable. I would put him way ahead of like even Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk is difficult to listen to. He's versus with everything.
Very abrasive.
And,
Yeah.
Jay Shetty is extremely articulate. He was a guy that, history on the guy is he was headed down the wrong path. He got into drugs, multiple relationships, bad lifestyle, and all that stuff. And he met a guy that was a monk. And this guy just so impressed him that Jay Shetty shaved his head and went off and became a monk for 3 years. And, the monk lifestyle, you're up at 3:30, 4 in the morning, reading and meditating and doing all this stuff. And this guy is, he is a young guy, but I gotta tell you that he just is unbelievable. His words are unbelievable. His videos are unbelievable.
Wow.
They're incredibly
Can't wait.
captivating, and I highly recommend it.
Is that our homework though, or is it a different
Yeah.
one? That
That's
is?
your homework.
Excellent. That sounds a good one.
It's a good one. Yeah, it's an easy thing to do. And, how you spend your time, getting back to that 86,400 seconds. If you sit down and you watch the Kardashians for 2 hours, I gotta tell you, you're not going to have any benefit from that. If you sit down and you watch a TED Talk, or you watch something like Jay Shetty's videos, or all of the there's a lot of other things that are out there that are so educational and informative. Your takeaway is so much more. It causes you to think differently in everything that you do. So it'll help you with your book, it'll help you with your pitch, it'll help you with everything you do. Because you're going to learn bits and pieces that you don't already know. Kardashians, they're not going to. You know,
I don't think anyone really watches that, do they?
I have no idea. I don't have a TV, so I have TV.
They're still on TV, so somebody's watching it.
Wait, none of you have television?
I know.
Cable
I do.
15 years. Yeah.
What do you
You
do
don't
with your
have
time?
Well, I can't even sit down. Movies, I had to be I can watch like the Bourne series, some of that stuff like that. Other than that, I can't sit through a movie anymore. I'm like, man, I should be doing something like this.
Right.
So,
You make me feel lazy.
No,
So Topher's a big fan of this book called Deep Work, and it's about it, but,
It talks about how when you are super focused on the very few actual things that you need to be doing, and just get rid of all the distractions, that your mind actually, you're flexing that part of your mind, and the more that you can do this deep work and really concentrate on a few priorities, and get away from Facebook and the Kardashians and all this stuff, and just eliminate them, that part of your brain learns to work harder and learns to develop a bigger muscle, yeah, and then less just throwaway stuff that you do, that part of your brain doesn't take over anymore. So that's not very articulate, but that's pretty much how it works out.
So the beauty of it is today we have tools that can help us. And first of all, it's an excellent book by Calvin Court. We recommend it. It is a little bit of a long book. It's a pretty thick book. It's about that thick. The tools I would recommend is plan your day, because what gets planned gets done, and use the tools on your phone. In other words, if you're going to the gym, for example, and you're going to do cardio, what I do is I listen to TED Talks while I'm doing cardio, so I'm not wasting my time on watching a video. What you don't want to do is have your phone on and have some bozo call you and try to sell you,
Solar
Duct
panels.
cleaner.
solar panels or duct cleaning, or they're in my neighborhood. I don't even know where I live. It's they just it's not good. So those interruptions. I'll give you an example. I was on the elliptical, and I do it for a finite period of time, and I forgot to put my phone on DMD because that's my time. That's my time when I'm doing a double whammy. I'm finding a way to multiply my time. So rather than just sitting back in a chair and listening to a TED Talk, I'm doing exercise at the same time that I'm listening to a TED Talk and helping myself. Actually, I take that back. I was doing a book on Audible. That's what it was. And some bozo called me just out of the blue, and I had 2 minutes left of my time. So, if you're doing strength training, all I can think of is the strength training improves with the last couple of reps. And they took that away from me. These people stole that from me. Just like if you look at the 86,400 seconds and convert that to dollars, it's like somebody stealing money from me. So I lost those 2 minutes for a silly interruption from someone I didn't even want to speak to, that I didn't even know, that had nothing to do with me, all because, and I blame it on myself, because I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So schedule time, take time for yourself, use the electronic tools that we have. We're better off today than we ever were, so you can be focused. And the last piece on this, on deep work, to fully understand focus, if you go outside, you'll see the bright green grass, and when the sun comes up every morning or sits at high noon directly overhead, the grass doesn't burst into flames, does it? It doesn't really happen. But if you take a magnifying glass and you hold that out 8 inches above the ground, the grass below is going to just absolutely burn into flame, burst into flames. And what is the only difference? It's focus. So when you focus, you can really create a fire and get stuff done.
Good visuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something that's really, really important. And I work with so many people that are startup companies, and they're going ping pong balls in all different directions. And you really need to focus. You need to not go in so many different directions. So that's really important. So these are great tools. I don't think you should read deep work right now. You need to finish your book. You have to set priorities and set goals. But I'd start to build a list of books you want to read. I'd certainly put Vern Harnish's book in there, Scaling Up. I'd put top grading, if you have anything to do with giveaways, I definitely have Profit First in there near the top of the list. So there's a lot of cool books out there that I would highly recommend.
Scaling Up's good. I've read that recently.
So the average business owner spends more than 60% of his work week engaged in electronic communication and internet searching. That's I don't recommend that you do that.
Let's schedule a half hour each morning, do
Yeah.
your emails, and then put a those things
What
come back
about
to
this?
reply saying, I only check my email between
That's
7 and
bad.
7:30, so if it comes in after that, I will reply to you
I
tomorrow.
should do that. I get 160 emails
Yeah.
a day without,
Mhm.
but all the junk taken out of that.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, one of the things you
I
can
should
do,
do that.
there's a thing called Parkinson's law. It has nothing to do with the shape.
Yeah.
That's what
I was
thinking, too.
imagining that.
So it has nothing to do. So with Parkinson's law is if you have an hour to do something, probably take an hour. If you have 2 hours or 3 hours to do it, take you 2 or 3 hours to do it, just because you slow your pace down. So what I would do is I would allow a certain amount of time for it, and that's it. And
That's
you
what
get
I
it
do
done
now.
within that period of time, or you don't get it done within that
That's what
period
I
of
do
time.
now.
And I would also prioritize stuff. So there's things, finding stuff to do is so easy. Finding the right things to do and separating them. Remember the expression, the great, the greatest, the good is the enemy of the great.
Mhm.
So you can find good things to do, but the great things to do, you have a tough time sometimes getting to. So doing things that are really, really important. If you're looking for more information on where you should be spending your time, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Dr. Stephen Covey. He has a time management matrix that consists of 4 quadrants. Those 4 quadrants are what's important, but not urgent, and urgent and important. So basically, there's a quadrant 2 that includes prevention and all this other stuff, and it's for things that are important but not urgent. So all of the key things that will change your overall outcome for your life and your business are in what is important but not urgent. All the things that are time sponges, they're in urgent but not important. Ringing phones, junk mail, annoying interruptions, pleasantries, water cooler conversations. All of those things are in the lower quadrant 3 on the lower level. So you have to avoid that. So spend time in quadrant 2 and you will move the football further down the field. And I highly recommend that book. He was he was an unbelievable guy. He was one of my teachers. And Dr. Covey, I wish I had the chance to talk to him again. He passed away by some accident. But he was the real deal. He walked the talk. And he had $1 million smile. Just an awesome guy. So I'm very fortunate to have taken 2 classes from him. I really, really like him.
I've read his book a couple of times over the years, just.
I would buy them in quantity. Not my last company, the company before that. I'd have them stacked with the floor. I'd buy them from the press in quantity, and I would give them to people that I would interview because I was the chief talent officer as well as the CEO. So I would interview people and say, "You want to learn how I think? Here's a copy of the book. Let me know how you make it out." So it worked out really well. So one of the things that we want to do is to have 7 hours of we've already explained the 4. The 7, 11, 4 concept. Yes. So.
The idea behind that is you want 7 hours of content that they can access that doesn't necessarily involve you being there before there's comfort in having a sales conversation. That can be reading your book, that can be watching videos on your website, be reading blog content, and a lot of, like I said, a lot of that blog content can be multi-purpose. You just flipped around the other way. What are the 7 pains? What are the 7 aspirations? It's just taking those things and flipping them around. Multitasking or multi-using those.
Another way to conceptualize it, because I know you probably look at it and think, why would I give away this or do that or whatever. Gary Vaynerchuk, right? dislike the way he speaks, but I do like some of his messages. He says if you want to make a ton of money, you have to give away 200 consoles. So this is one way that you're giving away. And so you're establishing yourself as an expert. You're giving useful information. And hopefully when it comes time for you to call them to do more with them, they'll answer the phone. They'll pick up the phone. Hey, you're the guy from the blog, or you have this, they're willing to talk to you. You're not going to reach a closed door or a gatekeeper that's going to cut you off.
Videos are huge too, because people will connect with you personally. The mind doesn't necessarily know the difference between whether they interact with you person to person or watch the video. If you let your personality come through the video, it's crazy. So to have that kind of comfort level coming in to have a conversation, video is a big deal. I've been posting a lot, even just photos.
And
Pulled up
Jared's
Topher's TED Talk, his TEDx talk yesterday, and watched that, and I also saw one that he was doing that was like a speaking tip number 45, and at the end of it, he's like dressed in drag and doing this whole skit at the end of it, and I'm like, that's the only side of Topher I've never seen.
Oh God, I was like, what are you talking about?
It's on
Yeah.
YouTube. I'm like, what is this?
Is that YouTube? I think.
Yeah. And so I know what you're saying. I mean, yeah, you connect with them, but even that, I mean, they mess me up because I'm like, okay, this is a different guy altogether. I'm like,
How funny.
yeah.
We're moving to that at the children's home. We're finding that we make a much greater connection by doing videos rather than having print material, rather than even, we can't, it's so hard to get to face-to-face meetings. And so we're asking each director and each chief once a month it can be a minute and a half. And we're talking about, Topher's going to come out and do pitches with everybody. He said he won't, I haven't worked that out with him yet, but having just a big group come in. But we're going to move this year into having all leadership, having videos out there on Facebook, on our website,
Yep.
in the library. And, informational, helpful, not Kardashian. It's something that imparts some knowledge and makes people want to know more.
And what is the advantage of that over a person? The advantage is you multiply yourself.
Yeah, it's an
Because
efficiency.
someone can watch
Yeah.
that in the evening when you're not during business hours or the weekends or what have you. It's really important. People are more likely to watch a video than read something today.
Right.
They think, oh, it's too much to read. But if you have a video, they can just sit back and be comfortable and watch the video while they do other things.
And look at how YouTube has transformed our lives. If you need to figure out how to put something together or how to repair something, or it's, open up the instructions.
Well, one of the things with KPI is we care about the hours of content. I'll tell you how to do it. If video is your preferred method, do that. Other than the book.
Yeah.
So
You say a book is so many hours, or if you've got clips of the book or blog content, just how long it takes you to read that? Is that
I count that as 2 hours.
something like that, or
Give it a
is that the videos and some other resources?
I'm sure it takes longer than that.
So the sending transaction model works. What's happening?
Done. We're gonna
Okay.
fill these out. Go ahead. Talk about this.
So we have a blank one to fill out to show where you guys are at on the scheme of things. But this is a proven program, and there's not a lot of people other than KPI people that I think are following this in any industry anywhere, unless you're a graduate of the KPI program. They don't know this, and the companies that follow this are the ones that typically double their revenue in the first year, or more. Most of them do more. So this is really worth doing. In this case, I mean, it would be trying to increase your donations.
I'm going to look at business on the other side, because I'm going to YouTube has something.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the
The state, federal funding thing, I got it. I didn't start that way here, but I.
Okay. You
But
can
I'll do
just
it donor.
if you need another copy of that to fill in or whatever, we can certainly provide all that stuff. Okay. So I think that what you guys can do is you can start to fill in your gifts, your products for prospect, and then you can move into your core business if you wish to do that, and your products for clients. So it's a different thinking, but you can list all of your items. And if you don't have the video, you can put a video down and certainly I'm sure you can have the process for that. Yeah, there's resources.
Oh, yeah,
to
and you
do
can
that.
use the studio while you're employed too.
Yeah,
No.
and I encourage people to do that.
So fill those in the next 10 minutes or so, and this is a good exercise. I know you think, I mean, you guys met the board once a year and just thought of new revenue streams. Like, what are some new gifts we can come up with this year? How can we reward our best donors? What can we do to them to secure that they stay on and feel appreciated?
So if you do write a video down, which you can put anywhere you wish, just next to it, you can put video 1, and then the subject matter that you plan to talk about in that video. If that makes sense. So a gift is given freely without conditions. It has to be meaningful, thoughtful, and well timed. It doesn't send you broke making it. In other words, you don't want to give them a cross pen. You don't want to give them a pen like this. This is a pen I made from Topher, and I saw it in this thing. This is his gift for our class. And
Oh my God.
I machined this out of a solid piece of wood.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's a special
He can't
piece
keep
of
track
wood.
of his glasses, so
I
I'm
know.
not surprised.
Fabulous. Do you want it in here?
No.
There's almost somebody today.
You said you found it in the jar there?
Doesn't
That's
matter.
great.
Maybe one of us picked it up and put it in
Yeah.
If you left it sitting down on the table, and you probably did. Nobody can do better.
Yeah. So it's one of a kind. There'll never be another one like this because this is a special piece of wood. So, but at any rate, so products for prospects are. So it gets your ideas and philosophies out to the market, creates pre-sold prospects, gives great value, offers a good plan. That can be, I don't know.
Usually there's some sort of skin in the game for the person who partakes in the product for prospect. They either have to give you an email, a small amount of money, it's not your core offering, dipping the toe in the pool. They may want to do a book. Maybe it would be a product for prospect. You sell them a $10 book, but they have to give you something in exchange. Versus a gift where they can go on your website, you don't even know.
So I think our product for prospect is the strategy session.
Yes, absolutely.
And we don't actually make any money on that. We give the $75 fee to feed the Tampa Bay.
But they still give something in order to get.
Right.
That's
So,
the idea behind that.
yeah.
That there's buy-in on both sides.
It's the buy-in. So they can feel good about doing it. We don't make anything, but it's a very good, it's a classic product. How we do?
Good.
Good.
I already filled mine in.
Awesome.
You
Do
did?
fast.
Oh, you-
Well, we're already doing these things, right?
Oh.
So
Oh, you are. That's true too.
oh, so you,
Yeah.
so I don't
Cheated.
know what my prospects
for
are.
once, I got to.
Good
When I
for
think
you.
about donors, when I
Good
think
for
about
you.
kinship program, I can do that, but on donors, I can't think of what that is. Like the kinship, I've fixed out a bunch.
This might be something you want
Unless
to
I
recognize wrong. Because you probably have more than you even aware of. Know your tours. That
Yeah.
could be a product for prospect.
Yeah,
Really,
absolutely.
so, yeah.
I put that under gifts, as a guest speakers tours.
The tours, they have to come to you to do that.
Oh,
So
that's
there's
different.
that's skin in
Okay.
the game, yeah.
All right.
Generally, a gift is something that you're not even aware. They
Oh,
walk by
okay,
your book.
then
Yes.
guest speakers would be the same, that would be products for,
Usually.
because we're going to them, but they're usually giving us a donation when we do that.
There you
We're
go.
speaking
Oh,
of that,
that's
like a
good for
Rotary.
prospect.
So I have to move that over. Oh,
And we're just supposed to go to products for prospects and then stop, right?
No, you can go as far, as much as you can fill out, it's fine. And it can change, you know.
Sure.
So,
Well, like our books sometimes are free gifts, sometimes they're for prospects, because I know
Right.
there's videos that you put up.
I
Free.
put that as a gift, put it
Yeah.
on the website.
yeah.
Education.
Worksheets.
The product for prospecting is tough because what could you give a donor unless you had some sort of trinket type thing that if they
We've done that.
it's kind of hokey because you're going to get small
What if you
donations.
did dinner and charge them a very small, like, dinner event?
So I had that, the first thing I had done was an annual dinner event where it's more education, so, you know, an hour and a half long, it's educational. We give parents something to walk away with, but it's engagement kind of thing. But
So the annual galas there's a lot of them in the Tampa Bay area because almost
We do
every
some.
501c3 has one, and people reach a lot of people reach like a
Saturation.
donor overload.
well, that's how we do
So
7 events a year.
yeah.
It's too much.
But I think people are used to spending $125, $150 per person for an annual gala, and that's a big fundraiser. Did you do those?
We do seven events a year. We just had one a couple of weeks ago, a 50s sock hop with a very well-known local band, the Rockers, retired surgeon, cardiologist surgeon, all these other businessmen, like 70 usually.
Are they 70 or 80 years old?
Yeah, they only do 4
Really?
gigs. They only do 4 gigs a year, where the full band comes out, and we were one of their 4. And then the rest of the years they break up in small groups. And they were very good.
They were
Very
still,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Cool.
Is it unorthodox to partner up with another charity that you guys would lead some kind of initiative for them and kind of like this guys could be a direct something to them?
Is it?
So just, I'm trying to think what the end goal of that would be, but how would you?
It's unusual for 2 charities to partner.
It would be because it's a lot of competition for the
It's
funds.
terrible.
So
Eat our own is what I say.
yeah.
So, donors you have.
Or is there a complementary?
Most companies choose one.
Well, actually, I'm thinking about your industry since I've been in this class. Came across an idea, listening to you, and it's unconsidered unethical. We're putting our foundation out to bid right now. It's $18 million, and the management of that money, and the
You
company.
didn't call us yet?
I can put you on the RFP list.
Put us on the RFP list.
But we talked to our existing company, I won't say they are, but they don't do anything in the way of partnership. And we have companies that don't get a penny of our money, that donate or come out. We just had a group paint 4 big buildings, spent $6,000. Sherman Williams painted buildings, exterior buildings. Keller Williams, 50, 60 people. And but our group that manages our money does nothing. And we talked to them and they said it's unethical for us to direct any donor to you. It's unethical. They just clean up their hands. I get that. But there's no conversation about what is ethical and creative. And so to post in there to all their clients that there's going to be a day of caring at the children's home, and if you want to volunteer your time, you have to ask for money to volunteer
That's
your time.
what I would do it as here's what we're doing as a company, and then
If you want to
try
join
to
us,
get do something
I-
like that.
Place where I go for Botox and all does that. You know what I mean? They talk to all their patients. And then the other thing I thought of taking, like if you come out and volunteer on that day, we would put in your lobby a sign, not a sign, a beautifully framed thank you. I mean, very tasteful we do. And that would be in your lobby. And so your customers that are waiting for you are going to say, children's home, who are they? What are you? And it just opens up the door for conversation. You can direct them to us. But the group that we have is like, that you know, I'm not happy about.
So we have it, Stay in Step, we have a company that provides our insurance, and it's fairly comprehensive because it's a spinal cord injury and traumatic brain injury recovery center. So we have liability insurance, and we have vehicles that are special vehicles, and we have people running all over and doing all kinds of things. They believe in what we're doing. They donate 100% of their commission back to stay inside to reduce the premium.
Yeah,
And that's cool.
yeah, that's reflective of what I'm talking about. Most of our vendors that we work with, our partners, are very good, just talking about this particular,
Yeah.
and that's great.
Okay.
Demonstrates
So ready for this?
Yeah,
This-
ours
Partnership.
Okay, so
The place to go.
Reading your
I'm bringing on a new advisor, and I can marry that up and we could definitely.
Yeah, it's all indirect, like, you know, but that's just a piece of it. That's a piece of it. I mean, RFP has lots of it, but we're using, I think it was this one.
don't like what we're trying to create is maybe a better speaker Collier. You're already speaking for CA.
For you donate this time. It's help us with it. Go on, send us
No,
next
I-
7 groups.
I'll
So we'll just have try something
So
like
we have
that.
18,900 draw, 4% operation. The rest, sorry.
Okay,
I'll do
so
the one shot, I'll take
um,
the next one, which will be our business plan.
a key person of influence provides a full and remarkable solution to a very real problem. Scammers create incomplete or unremarkable solutions for very real problems. Fools create full and remarkable solutions for things that aren't really problems. So,
That's what they're for.
so how does this all relate to what we've done today? So you have the 7 problems, right? So you're coming up with 7 solutions to those problems, and you know that those are real problems. Fools and scammers, they're going to make something that's not a problem a problem, or come up with some goofball direction that is just going to confuse people. You need to find real problems and real solutions, and that's what makes you a key person of influence.
The remarkable
It's a
part is
genuine-
how you niche. So when we say remarkable, a lot of people create full solutions to marketing problems. What makes them remarkable is that it's unique or it's very niche and it's precisely speaking to somebody who you have a different methodology. So that's where the full and remarkable comes in. Like the remarkable is what sets you apart from everybody else in your space. Cool.
So, what are your target customers trying to get done? So, this is an excellent slide, and this is really cool. So, I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on this stuff, what's here. So, if you have a chance, I would recommend ordering a book, and it's called Oversubscribed by Daniel Priestley. And I don't know if you probably have that book in your office. It's an excellent book, and I highly recommend it. Years ago, I built a company from scratch that offered power supplies, and we were oversubscribed. We became the global leader in low voltage power supplies. We started, just doing business in the States, and what I did to grow that company is I learned more about my customers' business than they knew. So I became an expert to come to, and I could look at the luminaire and I could say, well, if you use the power supply, it's going to run at 72.5 degrees just by looking at it. I knew what it would run at with the light source and how it was designed. So find out what your target customers are really trying to get done. In my case, they had safety issues. They had all of these things. I would help them with all that stuff. I was appointed to 3 of the UL standards technical panels, writing the safety standards. So people would ask me questions there. I found out what their pain points were. So one of the pain points were that when we ship a product from California and we try to send it to Montreal, it was a pain. And it was expensive because it got hung up at the border. So what I did was I opened up a warehouse in Toronto. So I would bring the product in from our manufacturing partner through British Columbia. Canada has fantastic inter-country transport, and they would ship it from British Columbia to my Toronto warehouse, and that could manage my Montreal customers as well as my Toronto customers. It was amazing. It worked like clockwork. and the price was right because I'm not double paying duty. Because to bring it into the States, I have to pay duty. Then I have to ship it into Canada and pay duty again, and I avoided all that. I did the same thing in
Better
Hong Kong.
customer service.
So in the customer service was like quick, you know, and they could ship. This is the screwiest thing. So I had a warehouse in LA, and if I needed to ship something to British Columbia, it took longer than if I shipped it from Toronto. Go figure. And it's just right up the coast. It's, you know, a small fraction of the distance. So so becoming oversubscribed and figuring out what your customers are trying to get done requires deep thinking to really analyze the business, find out what their pain points are, and you know the 7 misconceptions or whatever. That's a good start, but really think about what your customers' problems are. You know, one of the problems that Stacy outlined was so they don't have to pay tax on the spares that there probably nobody is. You know, it's a safety net that they're responsible for the it's classed as inventory. So so they pay at the end of the year they pay tax on each. So really focus on what you're trying to get done. That company was so successful, by the way, that it sold to General Electric for $34 million. We had an annual turnover of about $24 million globally. We were self-funding for growth to open up our European office, all in a very short period of time. I took the job as a challenge. I took a cut in pay to do it. The financials were dismal. They were burning cash left and right. I spun it within 9 months to be profitable and finally self-funding for growth. So it allowed me to hire a team in Asia. I was director of the Asian operation. I had an office in Hong Kong. It was kind of cool. I had an office in China. I had like six, 7 people in China, and I had 3, 4 people in Hong Kong. So I was running all over the world. We had our main office in the Middle East. So you can imagine this was primarily is an Israeli-owned company that developed some of the best electronics in the world, super reliable. And I said, well, these guys aren't sharp enough to do what I want. And I put a proposal together, and I opened up an R&D center in Torrance, California. I hired a PhD with 53 issued patents, and we introduced the first dimming LED driver. And that's what set the price for the company. So,
That's cool.
So, yeah. So find out what your customers are really trying to get done, and that's the key to it. And that's all I did was I learned where their pain points were. The pain points doing business in Canada were the double duty, the long lead times, the pain in the neck to get every shipment was a fight, and then the technical. I was always the technical resource, and then I helped coordinate the U.S. manufacturers with their Asian counterparts. That's why I did an Asian office. So I coordinated everything, and we were just so oversubscribed. We could pick and choose who we wanted to do business with. We never entered a price point. There were competitors, but we didn't play the price game. You want to buy our product, this is the price.
Yeah, that's a great place to be.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
cool.
phenomenal.
Yeah, we had 19 patents. So we had some
You guys are getting them.
really cool stuff. So, at any rate, that's so. So this is basically what I just talked about. If you want to maximize your impact, it becomes necessary to determine what is your most valuable IP. So in our case, I got to tell you that our patent portfolio was just a bit of an albatross. We had a lot of money in maintaining these patents, and all this filing and fighting these stupid patents. The IP was the secret sauce of how we did business. People couldn't figure that out. So no one had a warehouse in Toronto. No one had a warehouse that we competed with anywhere globally in Hong Kong or Torrance, California. So I had Torrance, California, Tampa. I could cover the entire country very, very quickly. And then we kept up with our product development, and we were developing. I could see that LEDs were increasing in efficacy, so I said, it's going to be a point where people want to dim these things. So at the time, you couldn't get enough light out of them to dim them because they weren't very. But I could see it trending that way. So there were no real standards for current to drive it. We developed some out-of-the-box thinking, hybrid. We received a patent on that as well. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So at any rate, your most valuable IP is probably the secret sauce in how you do business. You just have to think differently, and then you can become oversubscribed. You guys have some secret sauce that I'm sure separates you from everybody else. I mean, look at your growth. You're doing things different.
Stacy, how large is your company?
So I think our last payroll run, I think, was 200 employees.
What?
But that includes our 1099s, our W-2s.
That's
So
phenomenal.
everyone, yeah.
That's the new sent me. Never since. It's like, I don't know. Wow.
Wow.
I'm regurgitating that. That's what he said. So I don't do the payroll, but yeah.
Right.
But we have a lot of large projects going on right now, so that's where they're from.
So people value things and solve their problems. So the one thing that I can tell you is if you help them, and say you do face a competitive situation, at the very least, they'll give you last shot if they're a price-only customer.
Yeah.
So they value things that solve their problems. They value you if you solve their problems.
Yeah.
So building that relationship and building that reputation is really, really critical. So if you think about that in everything you do and you interface with a client, it's really, really important. So
Ask them their feelings.
you can ask them, or you can observe them,
You can research
or you
it.
can research them.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So, or they'll talk to you about the
That's
pain
right.
points and be respectful enough to record them. In your case, I mean, you have to make the donors feel good about what you're doing. So, they want to give away money. They're really not sure where they want to give it away. They may be planning to give away a smaller amount, but if you target their heartstrings, they can give away more, and you can give them something for them. That feeling, because that's what it's all about.
I'm going to check that figure then, because maybe I'm wrong. Very good possibility I'm wrong.
I don't know why that is.
Weird.
Next thing would be the difference between the two. So, principles are high level thinking, a big idea. What you do, conceptual elements, give these away. That's the DNA. We talked about this at the last one. This does everybody get this? So it's the what you do. You're telling people what you do. So in your case, you provide maritime security to make sure that nothing bad happens, from terrorism to theft to whatever. The how you do it, that you don't want to give away. So that's the process, and that's what you have to sell, and that's what you have to monetize. So the what is telling people from a high level. You can get into some specifics on the what if you needed I don't know, some sort of special security, you could get into that. But how you plan to execute that, I wouldn't tell people. That's your secret sauce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's usually confidential information. It's all protected.
All right. So
how we do it, it's
yeah,
protected
yeah,
anyway.
I like
Could've
your
released it.
example the best. Okay, so you armor, right?
Mhm.
Assess, risk, mitigate, right? That's perfect to tell them what you do. You're not going
How
to tell
you
them
do it.
how you assess.
Yeah.
So the assessment process is very complex. It requires a specialized team to analyze things, and that's as far as I would go. I wouldn't say, we're going to put 5 guys on this, and they're going to walk around the perimeter.
These are the things they're going to be looking for, and
Yeah.
so on and so forth. And this is the checklist they're going to be
Never.
using, and this
Never
is
do that.
right.
So his example is the best way to explain it.
Yep.
So cool. Okay. Next. We have
Project thinking.
yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, yours is and I don't know why that's gone wacky.
Well, it's pretty easy to break it down. You're going to lay out your methodology. If there's more steps, just add more lines in there. Another big worksheet that you can work on with your group. I would take these back to some of your high-level executives or your partners and work on some of this stuff together too. Just not with mistakes. But what you're doing again is you're taking them from pain to happy. Through your 5-step methodology, your 7-step methodology.
Okay, that's your example.
Yep, so that's us. That's our KPI program.
This my product method, is that your?
No,
That could be either the 5 or the 4 or the 7 or the 3 or, right? That's the armor.
Yep, that's your armor.
All right.
And there's only room for 5 mistakes, and you only have 5. But you could
How about that?
you could put 7. If you
Right.
7.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at, because that was the project I worked on last time I was here. That's why I only had 5.
Okay.
I used that that template.
Okay. So that's something you can work on. Hopefully,
And mine is much smarter than lumber, right? My solutions is
it's okay to make up words to get into what you need to do. I think that Colin Leaf did that best. She came up with a word that was modify. She had all of these things that end in FY, and one of the words she came up with was tweakify, which means so as you go through the process, you're adjusting it and making minor tweaks. So you can come up with your own word that you coined. I do know of companies that trademark some of these words too.
Sure.
And you know, I was consulting with a company in Utah, they were nameless, and they had a stainless aluminum product. So we can't have it. I mean, it doesn't make sense for a metallurgy standpoint. We can't mix a ferrous and an non-ferrous metal. So you know,
Everybody knows that.
We're all like,
yes, you
so
What were they thinking?
I said from an engineering standpoint, you just can't have it. They said, well, we have a trademark. I said, how you did that? He said, well, it's a marketing term. I said, well, it can be a marketing term, but it's actually not correct. It's a machine out of a single billet aluminum. It's a 6061 aluminum. I would tell people use 6061. That's aircraft aluminum. It's the best aluminum billet you can buy.
So we
It's
know what
highly
that means
conductive.
now.
So you probably know what that means. So, I'm sorry.
That means something that you just described for us.
Yeah.
Just a title that we can't connect to.
It doesn't connect. You know, it's not.
so they call it stainless aluminum.
Yeah, there's no such thing. And the guy's comment to me was, well, you know, I bought a boat. It was a very expensive boat. It was a Donzi, and all the stainless parts rust, and the aluminum parts didn't rust. It's okay. So the rule of thumb with stainless, there's different types of stainless. So you can go from like a 304 stainless, which is a basic element of stainless, to a 316L that will never discolor. A 304 will discolor, but it will maintain its integrity, strength, everything else. It'll develop a superficial, orange haze.
Like a patina.
Almost like a patina. Yeah, it's very superficial. You can clean it off with barkeep spray if you ever want to do that. That's the most wonderful product.
Mm-hmm.
But the aluminum product, because it was hard anodized, it looked good for the life of time that you owned the boat. But in 20 years, I can assure you the stainless would be the only thing left on his boat, especially if he uses it in salt water. So I couldn't get through to the guys. Just make sure I couldn't get through. So anybody that's in the know about metallurgy.
Fortunately for him, it's one out of like 1, 2.
Yeah.
We all bought it. We were like,
Everyone was
oh, cool,
like,
stainless
wow.
aluminum, I'm good. Wow.
Make patio furniture.
Trade and swap.
Never know.
So
Catering
anyway,
to the masses.
Be creative. Like armor is
It's so
kick
good.
ass. Yeah, that is
Right.
awesome.
That is so good.
That is awesome. So be creative with word labels.
We did that with capstone.
Yeah,
The
capstones.
E and essence.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's and it's an easy way to remember stuff too. So as you're going through your pitch, you're using parts of different things. If you have word labels, you can relate to it and recall it totally. And then you know the missing pieces, and you also know the order. So which is kind of cool. So don't be afraid to come up with clever words that rhyme, creative, or anything like that. You can do it. And there's all kinds of other things you can do with it. But I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Gift time.
Okay. So this will be new content. One of the things you could do at this point is start thinking about a video. So, and that's why I said earlier to put the title of the video. So you can start to make some notes about what you want to talk about. What I will tell you is you should have a script going into the video. If you just try to wing it and shoot a video from like I know all about this stuff, it's not going to give you the impact you want. So start to write a script, write the subject matter, and start to work on things like that. And these are your gifts that you're giving to people. You're giving them the what, not the how. Always remember
They're
that
working
in these
hard.
videos.
Yeah, they're not working hard to get that.
No, remember the what versus the how? So you're
Right.
clearly explaining the what, but not giving them the how.
I'm gonna call you with a question regarding that product, the kidship that I'm talking about, that we can have growth and revenue, but I don't think we have a clear idea of what we're selling. I think we're selling everything. We're giving everything away, so not giving everything, selling everything. I don't think that's the goal. I'm gonna call you, okay?
Okay,
Explain it.
no problem.
Maybe a 10-minute conversation.
Sure. Anytime. Over the weekend, I'm around.
Oh, it would be next week. I'm gonna have a guy join me,
Okay.
just so that he can talk it through with me.
Monday's better.
Oh,
'Cause
we're
I
in
have-
Washington DC Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Okay, then Friday.
Friday.
Yep, I have
Sorry.
Suffolk next week, so that's
Okay.
a special forces thing.
Yeah.
So, sorry, here's the answer to that. I was wrong. I thought it was 196, but it's 96 W-2 employees and over 2,300 contractors nationally.
2,300 contractors.
That's what Don said.
Wow. Wow.
So,
There's
I
no
was
way-
wrong. I apologize.
Yeah,
Good.
you were
Up by
10%. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Well, that's pretty cool. So start to work on your gifts, whether it's a podcast, a video, any of that stuff.
You can write a script that can become all of those. So the script can become a video, plus you strip out the audio, can become a podcast, transcribe it, you can write a blog. So one script can be multiple gifts. Almost done.
That's hysterical, that turtle with the.
The turtle with
The Wile E.
Oh,
Coyote
okay.
turtle there. There you go.
that poor turtle.
Wile E. Coyote versus the
I
Roadrunner.
think it's maybe not. No.
I don't know.
I think the turtle's trying to get a leg up on that bunny, right?
Yeah, it's on roller skates. For something, some kind of
Yeah, they got him
cutie.
strapped to a magic
rocket.
car.
To a rocket, yeah, that's what I was trying to think of what that's called.
Like,
So as Steve Jobs says, it's not done until it ships, and what that means is, if you look at the history on books, out of 1,000 books started, only 3 were ever completed.
What? 1,003?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the current
That's not
stats.
bad.
And
say
then
that again?
out of 1,000 books started, only 3 are ever completed,
Really?
and only 1 out of the 3 ever makes it fully into print.
Jeez.
So the odds are not great, but
Yeah.
in this program, the odds are excellent.
Yeah.
If you
What-
look at people who've gone through KPI, they finish it.
What are the
What's
odds?
I was just going to ask, what are the stats on that? Are those that go through KPI?
Oh, KPI is very, very high completion. It's off the charts.
Like, what's
Yeah.
the
Does
So-
anyone not do
Is
it?
that like
No, not it's higher than 60%.
There
Because
has to be people that
So-
don't.
Well, those that complete the program. I mean, sometimes you'll drop out, you can't count those.
right, those that
Right.
complete
Those
the
are
program, I would guess it's probably 75% that have books. That's my
And they don't
guess.
always get it done the first year.
They don't. That's the thing. So
I want-
that's why it's easier if you get it done the first year. If you string it out, it's more difficult to come back to it. So I know people that have a guy that I gave me a copy of his book. It's a really thin book. It's a 2-crapper at most, and
At most. I got it done in one.
and he said, yeah. And he said that it took him 2 years to write.
Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah.
that's precious.
So
That's all you got, man.
yeah.
That's the best you could do. Yeah, that's what I would say, that's the best, no.
Yeah.
Well, I know Topher said 35,000 words is the target, at least. I'm gonna be a little under that. I think it's gonna be more like 30, between 30 and
And
35.
you also have to have it.
Oh, I
edit
don't
too.
want to have
So
to wear these.
my book, I don't know.
I gotta end.
Yeah, so overshoot a little bit. Thank you. My book
Oh, can I have one?
post
I left my thing, I put my finger, because I left it on.
so post edit I was 42,000 words,
Post edit?
and that
you
gave
don't have it.
me 200. No, after the edit.
Oh,
So
post
I-
edit.
I was before that it was more. And then it turned out to be about 200 pages with everything.
Okay,
So that'll give you an idea of the size of the
yes,
book.
I'm just thinking.
So the other thing, your editor can play around. This is why it's important to figure out who's going to print your book, because they have different sizes. And when you change the format of
Right.
your book, you change the number of pages.
Right.
Now, the one thing you do want is you want thud factor. So when you hand somebody the book, they say, "Oh, that's substantial." They put a lot of thought into it. If you have something that's very, very thin and it's you put it down, it's like a magazine. It's like
No, that's not good.
Yeah, they don't take it seriously. So you want to have a thud factor for the book.
So that is 35,000.
Yeah. So, and do you learn how to fill it if you get stuck?
Interviews.
Pictures. Lots of pictures.
Interviews,
In your
infographics,
case,
graphs.
you could.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do
Diagrams.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, we
all
can
kinds
have
of stuff.
statistics.
Yeah.
I've done interviews. I don't want to have.
Statistics are awesome.
We're using national, if my researcher comes through, it'll be national against ours. And then we're including, we've had a lot of journal articles, professional journal articles published, and so on us. And so we're including 2 in the book, because administrators will not do the research. That's what one of my 7 errors is that on this product, they won't, like if we do reference points and the citations, they won't look that up. And so they go for a less effective service. And so we're including a summary of the national research and our research, and then 2 good journal articles. So that's right there. They have no excuse to make a mistake.
The other thing you can do is you can cite a lot of your own work. And that's my. So this to give an idea of the thud
Okay.
factor. So this is about 200 pages, and it's about the right size to carry around.
Take it on the
It could have been bigger, but it was thinner then.
But I'm thinking about you traveling, you want to take it on the airplane, that's a good
Yeah,
size.
it's a good size to do. So
I like that.
if you find yourself with more words than you want, what you can do with those articles that you've already published, you can pull the highlights from those, and then you can footnote that article where it was published.
Right.
So she has articles that she's already published from different publications. So you get the meat of it, and you don't need all of the other stuff, but you get the 2 or 3 paragraphs that really, are the essence of the article, and then you reference at the bottom through footnote that article, when it was published, what publication it was in,
Right.
and as seen
So
in
it
this.
can make it
Exactly.
quite easy.
Right. So, okay. So, does anyone have any questions about the day, or about the process, or about the book?
Are you keeping our brochures?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't have my pictures on there. Well, if you, when Topher sees us, he'd be very upset.
It's a tripod.
Because it's trifle.
It's right fault.
Oh,
Yeah. No, it's.
Public
no, it's better than perfect.
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he does a brochure review.
Yeah. He does it.
I'll have a better one.
So I think Andrew, yours is missing. Or okay, there you go. Okay. So Andrew's is using that picture from the
That's so
Just put
funny.
that on the front, man, just.
That is so funny.
That looks like
Or is
the
that the attorney guy?
doesn't that look
That's
like
like-
the catalog
That's
from
me.
Men's Warehouse?
Oh, that's you?
It's
Looks
him.
like the attorney guy. What's his name? That's you?
Culpepper Curling?
Culprit. That's what that looks like.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's where their stamp is.
Do you want aggressive attorneys?
I actually took this
Get the
about a year
ferocious
ago. It's actually on the
Street
Yeah.
capital.
I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's what?
Is that the church next door? Is that on the steps?
Say the part.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't even know. I did it about a year ago.
It's good. That way.
So I'll print this up, make it 10 by 10, make it, get somebody to help me cut it.
You can do that.
You got kids too?
Yeah, my kids ain't gonna help me cut, man. I ain't gonna grow it all. They're just like, yeah.
You got some glue sticks and some scissors, man.
there's
With
no
that.
TV in that house. No, that'll be cut.
I have no idea what I want, but I just went this out.
Jackie.
Well,
Wait,
the
are we
good,
getting redos?
the good news is no one went to the library with the strut of, what is that called?
The Stride of Pride.
The stride of pride.
The stride.
So, everybody,
Just after the sale.
yeah,
It's just kind of a flop on the, what's the,
That's
what,
so
do you,
good.
what otherwise,
Walk
what
of
do you
shame.
call it? The Walk of
the
Shame.
walk of shame.
We call that reframing in mental health as a therapist. We reframed it towards strength. See that? You did.
The script.
Cool. Well, we're available, and we do want to make sure that you guys get the most out of this. And if you do follow the process, we can assure you you will get the most out of this.
Hold me to that.
Proven track record.
And what's the best way to predict the future?
That's what we do.
So changing it.
Psychology.
It's change. So if what I've been doing hasn't produced great enough results,
Everything I have to do is put the
and you have
compliance.
to
I can't,
track
there's so
record.
much that's really hard because I can't make promises I can't keep. And so that statement right there.
Oh.
we
I thought you used
no,
that food
we
to
have to use
What's
past,
that?
present is not.
I was looking at your little thing. I thought that you
Yeah,
gave the
because
food
it-
to
That's
ten.
that's the worst, that's the last.
He never
It's
done
not
it.
true.
That's right.
You know, it's like.
That's right. Oh, you pay attention, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
That's-
it's bad, it's not.
It's hard
Do
to
you
make
get
every.
rated on the impression?
Huh.
So,